Hey, welcome, everybody. All right, so here we are. Oh, light. Boom. Nice. Trigger warning is live. They just told me that. Yeah, no shit. I'm here. Thank you for coming out, everyone. It's nice to be here. Hey, Anna here. Right on. Guta. Very Guta. Hey, Manzi Monster. How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. You can teach us some more Geordie. Yeah, you fucker. So what else? Who else we got here? We have Total Nutter. What's up, man? Alan Reeder, my brother. What's up? Biscuit, of course. How you doing, man? Yeah, let's scroll up. Aphid's in the house already. Very cool. Got a nice lively chat here. So yeah, it's been a interesting week. No sound. All right. Anybody can tell me that and to verify that Fat Belly is not fucking with me again. Hi, Manzi. What's up, man? Oh, that's life, but not as we know it. Evening all. Backs bong. What up? That's life. That's life, Alan. Yeah, man. Your sound is Spanish. Oye, por favor. Donde mota? Yo, Derek. What up, guy? Nice tasty smoke here. Got a nice adult beverage. Trying not to cough. Oh, God. Oh, baby. Had a couple of friends over. Trying not to cough. Holding this son bitch in. Yeah. A couple of friends over today. It's lovely. Twitch. We're live on Twitch. Cool. Always good to see people in this time where you don't see anybody anymore. So, which is pretty much how I lived my life anyways. I see like 5 people a year anyways. So whatever. Yo, what up, Brady? There's one of them right there. Nice. How you doing, man? Thanks for clicking on. He's still here. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I kind of shuttered myself in the basement here. Party's still going on up there. Now, what are you, crazy, OPCW? That is vodka and some type of juice that my kid drinks, 100% fruit juice with a little bit of water. So it's a vodka drink, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Aphid, we hung outside the whole time, and we're all very, very careful. We're only one couple. I mean, it wasn't like a million people. It was a couple of people. You know what I'm talking about, dude? Yeah, small. They're very, very careful as well as we are. So, yeah, exactly, Brady. Cool, man. Pop open one of those heady toppers, Brady, if you want. There's a couple in the fridge. Don't have more friends than fingers. Exactly, Manzi. We keep it. What do they call it? Tied to the vest. You know what I'm saying? We don't do shit. Yeah, Anna, this is like a third vodka, a third spring water, and a third juice with ice. So a little hydration in there, a little less sugar. And obviously at my level of, drinker, I don't really need a lot of juice with my booze, just a splash, you know what I'm saying? That's why it looks so light in color. It does look like shitty American beer, doesn't it? Miller Lite. A lot of people, there you go, right on, Brady. A lot of people in London today, again, yeah, gathering. I'm not sure why they would be, but protesting something that didn't even happen there, or who knows why. I don't know. People are getting fed up with the whole thing, but unfortunately, it is the reality that we live in. So we just have to do our best to get through this shit, man, and hopefully science can make it go away someday. And that's our hope, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we're going to be living with this shit forever. And if it wasn't for science and technology, we just might be. So we have hope, you know what I mean? Vodka and beer. Wow, that's an interesting combo. I would imagine that would be like a Pilsner. How you doing, Martin? Good to see you, man. Weed is legal. Yeah, dude. I know. I was drinking. I've been drinking and smoking for a long time, so it is what it is. It's only been legal here for a couple of years. They're gathering before. Oh, do they really think that's going to happen over there, Biscuit? I guess our numbers going up again. Talk about bubble tea. Yeah, what does that have? Lychee or lychee or something, or the bubbles? I don't know what the hell bubble tea is, man. I'm old. I missed that. Just missed that. Went right by me. Cool. Refusing to wear masks. It's very easy. Wow. Uh-oh. Anna is becoming anti-mask. Guta. It's not the Guta. Turbo Shandy. No shit. 50-50 lager vodka. That would be like 6-8 ounces of vodka. Dump. Turbo is right. That's a big-ass turbocharger right there, dude. Here in Germany, no masks. Okay. Saturday night here. Keeps us saying, thank you, Alan. That's quite a compliment, my friend. I really appreciate that. Norfolk Cassini, anti-mask, vaxxers, 5G, we're all there. Interesting. You're grouping together anti-mask and anti-vaxxers in the same, I guess. Corona is a hoax, mate. Come on. You know it's not a hoax. You know it exists. I've heard you say you know it exists. You just think the response is a little overblown, Guta. And I know you don't think it's a complete hoax. Pirates love bubble tea. Yeah, cup of tea. I was recounting earlier with some of the friends here, some of your great ball busts that you've had in the chat here. You're becoming quite a legend in your own mind. Anyways, yeah, they're the worst. Trying to keep up here. Yeah. Tea, masks, pirates love bubble tea. Yeah, masks can be difficult. Yeah, Bill Gates, I have heard some things about the polio vaccines, maybe in India, that they might have caused some damage to some people. Vaccines are not a perfect science. And there's a lot of predictions going on with what they're going to, what the flu is going to be for any particular year. I believe I put the link in the description below if any of you guys want to come on. Otherwise, I'm going to put it here in the chat in a minute. Shitheads driving me. Weed sellers. I see what you're saying. Yeah, just weed sellers. Why not make it legal? I mean, it's stupid that it isn't, but it's also stupid that they're all driving Beamers. What's on tab tonight, Random Goon? You know what, man? We just have some drinks and some people come on here live. And there's the link. And, I talk about Europe. I hear you. That's what you talk about. That is correct. Yep. So that's medication, 22 to 23,000 a year. Wow, total nutter in just your country alone. That seems like a lot. No, you don't like Jimmy Rizzo? All right, understood. But you know what, dude? When I see somebody floating their little face or in his whatever he is, human, floating around down the bottom here, I get guilty that I don't at least give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to give this guy a chance because he's always the first every week. What's up, Biscuit? What you doing, man?
I'm not too bad today. I'm all good.
Very good. Good.
Yeah, the UK's on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I think it's either Tuesday or Monday. They're in some places they're restricting pubs to shut after 10 o'clock. So everybody's getting the nights out before they restrict the pubs because it's only for light drinking and dinner after Tuesday.
Right. No kidding, huh? What is light drinking? How do they fucking patrol that?
If you can only have a alcohol with meals.
So you could go in and order a plate of fries and have 10 beers.
Oh, no. It's probably a max of two pints or so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Crisps, I guess. Yeah. You know what I meant, though. But wow. That sucks for the pub and restaurant owners, though, man.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
How the hell?
They're already struggling because they can't have as many people in it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I was reading earlier that there was a what was it? It was a guy in Bolton he was on holiday in Wales, and he decided to go on a pub crawl and on holiday, and while he had the coronavirus. And another guy, he went to from Scotland, I think, all the way to Doncaster, caught COVID, fetched it back. He came to Doncaster where I live, caught COVID here, went back to Scotland, and gave it to everybody in the pub in his local.
Crazy, man. Yeah, that's the problem. It spreads so easily, you know. It's scary stuff, dude.
It is.
And it's almost impossible to stop it from spreading, but I guess the little things help, you know, masks.
Our government's not helping because basically, do you know how we have test centres?
Yes.
You go to test centres to get tested. Well, you've got to book online, and some people are being sent 150 miles away to get tested. So they're being sent across the country when they're suspected of having coronavirus to go in crowds of people getting tested for coronavirus. Mm-hmm. So if they haven't got it, they're going to get it. And if they have got it, anyone who hasn't got it is going to get it. No wonder the chuffing coronavirus is rising right now. Mm-hmm. The R rate at the minute is between 1.5 and 1.6 around the entire country.
I'm going to bump in another one here from Stuttgart.
Hey, it's Anna.
Hi, how are you?
Anna, what's up? Anna's cool, right? We can say that?
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Hi. Good. No, she comes on with a different fucking name here every week on printed below. So we'll just stick with the easy one, right? It's fine. Yeah. Cool.
It's true, yes.
How you doing tonight? You got some jewelry on there? Is that what I see? A necklace?
I mean this?
Yeah.
Yes. It's from the US, by the way.
Nice. That's pretty. Yeah. Very cool.
I bought it on eBay. I hope
it's right. And yeah, true Apache Indian, probably not.
I think it's Morocco. Silver.
Oh, wow.
It's silver. Nice. I can say it myself, but not true integrity.
Right. It's not going to turn your skin green, right?
No, it's real. It's a special asset. It
cool. Work. Oh, right on. What are you having there? A little stiff beverage? Oh, yeah. Right. That's why the pirate theme came up earlier in the chat.
Yeah, pirates. So.
Yeah. Right on.
Are you anywhere near Nuremberg, Hannah?
Excuse me?
Are you anywhere near Nuremberg?
No, it's
no.
Not part.
I'm waiting for a parcel from Nuremberg.
Oh. I think it will take some time.
Well, it's been waiting at the they're using GLS. Have you ever heard of GLS?
Yes, I hate them.
You hate them? Great.
So in front of your door and they leave, and you don't know.
Are they really? Oh no, they've got a very fragile item at the moment.
Oh, I don't know. That's
it may go boom if they handle it a bit bit unsavory. It's lithium. It could be if it's dropped hard.
It's a battery.
It's a big battery. It's an e-bike battery with 40 cells in it.
Wow.
Okay. Oh my god.
I'm going to bring in another person here to even it out.
It's climbing quick.
And this guy has also changed his name by one letter for some strange reason. Aphid Kip.
Aphid Kip.
Oh, no.
Put your glasses on, old feller.
Should have put my glasses on when I typed that out.
I love it.
Oh dear. It's not old fella. It's more like old yeller, isn't it?
Too much show prep, I think.
You can catch Aphid Kip with Graham. They did a great political show together.
I saw it. It was good.
That was good, man.
That was fun.
Good job.
Fun. Good.
I was waiting for half an hour for the show to restart. You said you were going to be right back.
What?
At the end of the show, you said I'll be right back. After
Oh
the
yeah,
short break.
yeah. Well, you're gonna have to wait a week for it. Unfortunately.
Oh dang! I were enjoying it. It was good.
I guess I didn't trim that very good.
Yeah, Graham is like he's like a fucking lawnmower. You get him going and he just runs, dude. It's
Man,
awesome.
you can say one word to that guy, and he just you can go out and have a smoke and come back 15 minutes later, and he's still going.
No pun intended. Say one word and he's triggered.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he triggers and he can be triggered. He's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome.
He's good, dude.
In the old days, I used to before I would come on, in the chat, you'd try to get Hayden or Graham to single you out and kind of beat your ass a little bit, you know, verbally. It would be fun, you know, like let's try and poke him a little, poke the bear, get him going, you know. Hayden especially, man. I remember once he was like, Smokesteve's probably on his deck with this shotgun. I'm like, what does he think I am? My fucking shotgun? I never go on the deck with the shotgun.
I bet you don't even own a shotgun.
I don't comment on that.
Dag it!
Yeah. Hey, this dude.
I thought that were a sly way of you admitting you've got one, but never mind.
It's not. You never know. Because I wouldn't admit if I did or didn't. That guy's in my house right now. He's like, it's like when the woman gets the call in that movie and he's like, I'm watching you. Yeah, he's here.
I'm inside the house, Cindy.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that was a young Drew Barrymore, right?
I'm behind the curtain, Cindy.
Yeah. Was that Drew Barrymore in that? That one? A young?
No. It was the mad bitch. I can't remember her name, but Drew Barrymore's a bit more classy.
Yeah, I guess. Are you talking about the one that went crazy and like had a meltdown on like social media? One of those ones?
No, I think Drew Barrymore did that.
All right.
But
they all did.
Yeah.
And Paris Hilton just came out to tell everybody that she's been playing a ruse on everyone over the last 20 years, that she's really not a dumb, ditzy, rich kid. She's really actually a quite intelligent person, which, you know, thank God she let us know that.
Yeah, I've seen some home video with her in it before.
What's that?
I said I've seen some home video that was with her in it before. It was a few years ago.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
ever see that one?
Of course. I've seen them all.
Who is she?
Paris Hilton.
She's one of the heirs to the Hilton Hotel. She's one of the heirs to the Hilton Hotel. You know, Hilton Hotels.
Yes.
Motel.
So
yes. Paris Hilton.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I just.
Bitch has money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She was born into it. She doesn't deserve it.
Some people just born with the silver spoon, man. That's it.
Yeah.
But it depends on where the silver spoon is.
Right. To be fair, I don't understand why she gets so much attention. She's not even that attractive.
Yeah. She had a sister in the early days, like they were somewhat famous together, but the sister's gone out of the story. Dark hair. Yeah, I agree. She's not all that. I mean, whatever. But, you know. How about, remember when Britney Spears shaved her head and, like, lost her shit on those photographers in the parking lot?
I remember when she snogged Madonna.
Oh, when they kissed? Yeah.
She was very big here in Germany. I was like 13 or 14 when, you know, this song, I'm a slave to you.
Did you have a Britney Spears poster? Did you have a poster? Did you have a Britney Spears poster on your wall?
No, I had a Tupac poster.
A Tupac.
That was like 20 years ago.
Right.
We have all American music here.
So you didn't have a Rammstein poster? None
Seems
of
like
that
yesterday.
patriotism?
Rammstein, but they're not patriots though. They use this as a.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the German and like they're probably the biggest band from Germany, aren't they?
You should really, if you want to listen to real German patriotic music, you need to listen to Lanza, Weiße Wölfe, and many others, which are not.
Never heard of them. There wasn't mainstream in England, were they?
Yeah, it's a bit of like right wing music, so to say. Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah, but anyway, Rammstein is not bad. I mean, for a mainstream band, it's not bad.
Yeah,
they're all right.
Mein Kampf references and stuff. Good stuff.
I don't know. I had an original one, and I sold it. For me, this book is useless. I don't see any sense in it. I read it, and for me, I think he was high on meth when he wrote that. It makes absolutely no sense. Attack Russia and not Turkey and not the Arabs. I mean, alliance with Islam. He was pro-Islam, and this is for me not acceptable. He fucked up when he attacked the Russians. We should have allied with the Russians.
Oh yeah, the Russians were basically fresh. I mean, pretty much everyone else was had been beaten down, and then you bring in the massive amount of Russians in that cold winter. Russians were ready for that shit. The cold
Russians
winter.
actually wanted to attack first. Yeah, I mean, the truth is that the Soviet Union also wanted to attack, and Germany found out and attacked first. But they also had plans to attack.
I've seen a lot of Russian videos recently about them having pet bears. Mental.
Wait, like, what is that? A horse? Jesus, that thing was
I think that was camera angle.
No, she's massive.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
She's absolutely massive.
What is it? A terrier? What is the big one called? Mastiff? Is it
Great
Mastiff?
Dane?
No, what has she got in her? She's she's got some lab in her.
She's a mongrel.
She's got Staffordshire Terrier in her.
Watch out. Sorry, Biscuit. I know.
Speaking of that
boxer,
little
she's got a
bastard,
little boxer in her too. We got her the DNA.
Speaking of my little bastard, it dragged my daughter down the street today.
On the leash?
Yeah.
What was she chasing?
It was chasing a fucking cat.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a Staffordshire Terrier? Is that what you got?
Yeah, Staffordshire Terrier.
How much does it? Well, I mean, do you know pounds? How much it weighs?
Probably about 2 stone, something like that.
40 pounds, 35 pounds,
something like that. 35, 40.
Geez. Yeah, mine's over 100.
Yeah.
He's not a very stocky lad. He only has like 1 bowl of food per 2 days.
Jeez. Real skinny one.
It's a big bowl, but it was.
That's a Jew in a camp, huh?
That's dirty, that, Anna.
They had 1 bowl each day.
Did they really?
Yes. No, they were actually treated very well, by the way. I read about it, and the truth is that there was no point in killing them. We wanted them as a workforce. So in the end, they were fed, and they also had health care. Gas chamber shit, anyway. Yeah, you can read it yourself.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, let's not.
Like, you freaking know. I'm talking into my hands. The microphone's down here. I'm such an idiot. All right,
Maybe you have one in your hand. You app, one day we will have here everything.
You mean the cuts and shit? Is that what you mean?
No, one day there will be gadgets or phones that you can implant in your skin.
Yeah, not for me.
Why would you have it there and not like here?
I don't know. So I don't want it anywhere.
I mean, why have it in there? You've still got to put it to your head like an actual phone. Why not have it there and then you've got your hands free?
Hello? Right. No, like remember the movie Inner Space with Martin Short and I think it was Kurt Russell?
Yes. Is that
when they
that's
went
the one
inside
where
the body?
Yeah,
they get real small and get in the body.
And then they have to get out the body when he sneezes at some point before they come back to full size.
Right. Yeah, that what a bizarre movie, but I loved that one when I was a kid or younger, I guess. What do you got, the fucking Wild America going on there? Now you have some kind of a little. Is that the same dog?
No,
that's
the
a
other
terrier.
dog. The other dog was a smooth fur.
More horse.
That's a curly fur.
This is a little terrier.
Cool.
He's not nearly as big.
I don't have any pets. Anna, you?
Excuse me?
Pets?
No, I had a cat years ago, but here in this apartment I cannot. I work. I'm alone, so who should be living it alone the entire days?
That's why a cat's perfect. They don't need you.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't want it to destroy the curtains there. Everything is quite new. I moved here about 2 years ago. I pay off the loan. This belongs to me. So
I suppose it's a possibility, but not all cats are little cunts, you know.
it was in the old apartment. You know, I had another apartment, the small one. Maybe you remember my yours. Very small one.
Yeah.
The plates and shit. This was of my grandmother. I sold this, yeah.
So you bought where you're living. You don't pay rent.
Yeah, no, but I have to pay the loan. It's the same. Pay rent.
Oh, you got a mortgage.
Yeah. But you're paying it towards your own investment rather than paying someone else's mortgage. You're paying your own. So that's
true,
cool.
Yeah.
So here we would call that a condominium, not an apartment. Apartment is pretty much rental only in the United States.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But you're a condo owner.
We call all flats.
Everything can happen.
Now, do you have a condo fee as well as your loan? Like, do you have to pay upkeep on? Right. Yeah.
It's called Betriebskosten. This is like, for elevator, trash collection, taxes, all that shit.
Do you have
200 euros? And the other thing is 600 euros. So I pay 800 euro just for living.
Not bad. It's pretty good.
What to say, yeah?
That's
the
cool.
Netto income. It's a lot. And the refugees come here and get everything shoved up their ass for free. You can imagine how we feel, right?
Right. Yeah, I can imagine how you would feel if you're paying for other people. Basically, your money is going a lot towards that.
I mean, I have nothing against real refugees, but let's be honest, people who have money to pay like a trafficker, they are not real refugees. Real refugees don't have money for traffickers and for smartphones.
I know what you mean. They're posing in a way. The
real refugees are in Africa and starving, and they, because in the movies.
Yeah, I know.
In the country, we need to help them in the country.
Sure. Well, yeah, there's some that might say when you have men who are the age of men who would go into the army, 18 to 22 years old, running away and leaving a place where they could literally all potentially band together in some kind of a force, an army, and maybe try to save the country that they're in, but they're really, apparently
terrorists, because about Syria, about Syria, my father worked in Syria for about a year in the 80s. It was a normal country. So these terrorists, they destroyed the country. And the real Syrians are there. Who comes here is terrorists. Because they lost. The Russians went in and they fucked it up. Mm-hmm. All these plans of NATO to take over Syria, they were fucked, yeah?
Yeah.
And this ISIS shit and all these NATO plans didn't work. When the Russians come in, they bombed them for real, and they just disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, when the US was bombing ISIS 2013, 2014, ISIS was expanding. Yeah. That didn't work. They expanded. When Russia came in 2015, boom, ISIS disappeared. Yeah. This tells me that ISIS and NATO and the US, they work together in some way. Yeah.
Or what I think also you could attribute that to the fact that the United States was putting a somewhat of an effort into not carpet bombing places where they thought people were living. So ISIS obviously would stay in direct close proximity to a lot of innocent families and people who couldn't get out of there. And now I think Russia might have went in with a little more different level of aggression. And
they don't care about that, trust me.
Right. So I think that
was the East German army, they never gave a fuck about civilians.
right.
I know that.
What smoke at bottom corner of your screen, Aphid?
I'm trying to start a fire with wet paper.
Oh, right. I wondered what were happening. I thought you had a barbecue on or something.
I don't know what. I'm not sure what cup of tea's talking about there, but
he makes fun of the word condominium. Yeah.
It's condo, not condom.
Yeah. Rick Kerr asks, "What do I think about the volunteer being paralysed from the vaccine trials?" Tough luck. He was just one unlucky guy.
It was a chick, wasn't it?
It was one, right? Yeah, they had inflammation of the spine cord. Yeah. I think something like that.
I mean, it could have been. I think I talked about this last week, didn't I? It could have been just a coincidence that he was going to have that, whether he had the vaccine or not, or maybe he was just unlucky that the vaccine had an ill effect on him. I mean, every kind of drug that's available today can have some contraindication in some people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're right. That's not something you hear about every day. You're not, my buddy's like, yeah, dude, my spine flamed up. It got totally inflamed. Like, I've never heard of that. So
I admit it is quite a big coincidence. But right. if he's the only one out of all the people that have trialed it, then it's either a coincidence or just his bad luck that he's got a gene in him that flares up when he has that vaccine.
Right. So then, like, let's say he was the 30,000th or something person to take it. If they came out and said that's a 1 in 30,000 effect, that still they might say that's acceptable. You know,
it is. Of course, it is.
Right, because that percentage is so infinitesimal that
I mean, he's paralyzed. He's not dead.
Yeah, I don't know. Some would say that they would rather be dead than paralyzed. Some people understand that.
But
I think it was a chick biscuit face.
It was a chick, was it?
Yeah.
And even if it was paralyzed, you can't prove that it was that because it's the only person that it's happened in.
That's true.
Libya.
In any other situation, if you were saying like with smoking back in 80s, it was a correlation at first, but then it was proven, and now they're saying that bacon can give you cancer, but only 5% of people who eat bacon have ever had cancer. So it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, but 5%'s a lot of people.
Yeah, but it doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, you're right. I hear you, man. Yeah. There's also a distinct fact.
There's more things that could have caused it other than the bacon or that vaccine.
Are you going to go test it?
I've applied to test for it, but they won't take me because I've got asthma.
Wow.
But in my opinion, they should be testing people with asthma to see if people with asthma have adverse effects with it.
Right. It's a good idea. Got to test the general population. That means everyone.
You've got to check a diverse group of people: black, Asian, all different races. People with like influenza, or people with maybe not influenza, but people with people that have got lifelong problems like asthma, COPD, arthritis,
right. Sure.
Just different things that might make something happen.
Do you think the Jewish deserve the vaccine?
Everybody deserves the vaccine.
And a set of codes.
It's not a race. It's
a
a religion.
That is correct.
They're also Germans who are Jewish, so you cannot say they're a race. So if you are against,
I just asked.
When I say something about them, I talk about Zionism, not about Jews. Yeah, Jews are not a race. They are everywhere, in every country. In Ethiopia, in Peru, everywhere you find Jewish people.
That is correct. Well, I mean, yeah. So a Jew, you could have
with their racism claims.
Right. Theoretically, you could have a Spanish Jew.
However, I don't think smokers.
Sammy Davis was a Jew.
Smokers and drug users, I don't think they deserve the vaccine.
Oh, fuck.
Wait a minute.
Then I should not get vaccinated.
What did he say?
What kind of drugs?
Like meth or cannabis or.
Smokers, why? I also smoke something. Smoking is cool. I like it.
I'm shitting you. Of course, everybody deserves a vaccine.
The guy vapes a liter a month. Come on, he fucking.
Hey, I said smokers, not vapors. Vapors are saints.
Right.
I won't say what I think about vapors.
Please do.
My half brother also vapes, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice. It has some fruity flavors. Do we have a special flavor now, or?
Yeah, what's your flavor?
I am on New York cheesecake at the minute.
Oh, that's cool because my half brother likes watermelon, and strawberry.
I got cherry sherbet.
It's also nice, yeah. I think
blue
so.
raspberry, lemon sherbet, and strawberry lemon fizz.
Yeah, strawberry is great. I've tasted that one. I don't know many of them.
And I've got my own. I've got one that I DIY'd.
Excuse me?
I use these. I've got one that I DIY'd. Yeah, I've got one that I DIY'd that's strawberry kiwi yogurt.
Okay. That's interesting. And do you feel these flavors really? Like all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strawberry kiwi and yogurt, but it's like having a fruit salad with yogurt. And that's the kind of flavor profile.
Okay.
I also like banana and custard flavors as well.
Okay. It's like water pipe, right? For me it feels like smoking water pipe.
No, it feels like smoking, but without the scratchy throat and it's nice flavor.
Mm.
Yep, it is. It is nice. I'll tell you that.
I'm only on like 3 milligrams, so it's very little nicotine.
Good man. Do you ever do a proper hookah? I went to a hookah bar years ago after a Tears for Fears concert, and in early 2000s, and that was an awesome thing where you buy like a big chunk of tobacco. It's delicious flavors, and I was smoking. This was before weed was legal. I was smoking my bowl right there, and all the people were just winking at me and nodding. They didn't care. The hookahs are blasting smoke everywhere. It was really cool.
I used to do it at 12, but now I don't. I don't smoke anymore. But sometimes I used to do that.
Back when I was smoking either amber leaf or I'd go to the special tobacconist and I'd get amber leaf that was infused with either vanilla, cherry, or toffee flavor.
That's delicious. Thanks, Tom. Glad to have you, brother. I've definitely seen you before. That's cool.
Yes.
I think he's usually a few minutes behind or something like that. Hooker, but not hookah. Yeah, I hear you, Total Nutter. Hooker. Never had one of them.
I didn't know. I thought you'd do something different with hookers. Yeah.
No, hooker. No, you don't smoke with them.
I did get a blowjob once off a hooker.
Oh
wow, that just went.
Wow.
I was 18. I never had anything before, and me and my mate decided it was a good idea to get a hooker.
To get some dirty mouth on your cock.
I had protection on, so.
What the fuck? Why?
I was a randy little bastard.
Yeah, you could write a country song about that. I was 18. I was a randy bastard.
I was randy, and I must have had about 20 pints that night.
What the fuck? Anyway, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing your experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tough, man. Took this show to a new level.
My only experience with hookers was I went to a Catholic boys' high school in the city of Boston, and the pros would walk up and down the sidewalk. So in homeroom class, you wanted to sit at the back so you could look out the window at the hookers walking by. From the, oh wow, Aphidlip doesn't like the hooker talk apparently, Gonzo. But to that was the most of my hooker extent ever, you know. But I always got the back seat in the classroom. I was looking out that window all damn day long, you know. Nasty hookers. I wonder where
you left it at that.
What?
More. You left it at that.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. I wanted to get out of there. To get into school in the morning, you got there and got the fuck in the school, and when you were done, you had to take the T home, the MBTA or public transit, whatever, for like an hour. So it was just get the hell out of there, get home, you know.
Of course, that was far away.
The school closed 1 year after I graduated, so yeah, that was that, which is what it is. Everyone, there's my buddy. Oh wait, sorry.
Oh.
Everyone wants a hookah bowl. Yeah, Brady. Are you still here, Brady? I don't even know. I didn't hear you leave. So I'm not even sure if he's upstairs or not.
You might think you're kidding, cup of tea, but I did try to be a what's it called? What they called them? Gigolo? I wasn't very successful.
Oh, you were not?
No, I was standing where chuffing lady hookers were going like, you ought to buy some sexy time. They were like, no. Fucking British birds, they're all fucking stuck up.
Yeah, they are. not the mature, maybe the mature ones that you're the way you should go, you know?
I think it's because I was trying to pull out like pretty young ones.
Oh, right. That's your problem.
I'm not going to go with just any fucker, am I?
Well,
if I'm going to get paid for something I like, I might as well do it with someone I want.
Yeah, but, I can grab a beer in the fridge. Be right back. Just going right over here.
At least that way, if they didn't pay me, I wouldn't have been too bothered.
Right. Exactly.
Hello, Philip.
Hey, he's back. All right.
Well, once I got it started,
hey.
I got to get the fire going. So I'm like,
is it a bit nippy over there, Aphid?
A little bit, yeah. It was like 40 degrees this morning, which is almost freezing.
Let's see. Is Sammy Cat upstairs? Is Sammy Cat still in the house? See if she can quote in her name. See, everyone's got their own little name. I gotta open this room right here. Sorry, pardon me.
Yeah, it was hot like 2 days ago, and today woke up and it was freezing outside.
61 here.
Right now? That's probably what it is here. Real close.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I put in your area into my weather bug aphid, and I'm always...
Oh, yeah? You want to check up and see how everything's doing out here. That's
I like doing that. Just anyone from anywhere in the country that I know, I have them there. So, like, if I get a tornado warning, I'll direct message you on Twitter and be like, dude, get out of there.
Yeah, man, take cover, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I love weather. You know, my dad's down in Florida on the Gulf Coast, so he's always getting the thunderstorms, and they'll be like, uh-oh, purple coming at him. You know, gotta let Dad know, you know.
I love thunderstorms, especially when you're in a caravan.
Yeah, Spanish caravan.
No, I'm talking about these big static caravans that they have on holiday parks.
Like a Dodge Caravan, minivan. Sorry.
Big. They're like they're as big as this house, really.
Like a
No,
camper.
not a camper. Static ones. They're like basically houses, but on stilts.
Okay.
They call those caravans?
Yeah.
Crazy.
What do they call campers over there?
RVs?
No, that's what you call them. We call them campers.
No, I thought when I watched, I thought they called them caravans. When I watched,
no, that's what we
Top
call
Gear.
tow.
Top Gear, when they were
Yeah, them they look like well, they're just trailers with a roof.
their own. One of them had like a 2-story
Yeah,
one that he made. That was a great episode.
that was a good episode.
That was the only reason I got Prime, so I could watch that. And I never watch it. I guess because it's just inconvenient to I got a smart TV and switch it over to Prime.
There's a massive uproar because they've had Amazon's had the next episode of the Grand Tour for 2 months now, and they're still not showing it. What's going on?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll be back in 1 minute. Sorry.
Did Jeremy Clarkson cross the line again?
No. Amazon's had the next episode because they were a bit late in giving it to Amazon because of COVID. They were struggling to edit it, so they gave it to Amazon about 8-9 weeks ago, and they still haven't aired it. I think they're just holding off to keep people subscribed. A bit ridiculous. Because that's the biggest show, the Grand Tour, on Amazon Prime.
Was it the biggest show on BBC?
Oh, yeah.
Was it really?
Why do you think nobody gets BBC TV license anymore?
Yeah.
They still have a Top Gear, but it's not got the original 3. It's got, what's his face, him from Friends, who plays Joey.
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah,
they've got some nondescript guy and...
that guy, what's he know about cars? Does he know anything about cars?
Oh, yeah.
He's got money. He can buy them.
He knows quite a lot. Some of the episodes they've had are quite good, but they're not as good as the Jeremy Clarkson group. Yeah.
Yeah, there was an old British one where one of the guys set a car on fire or something. That was fucking hilarious. While he's
the first season had Chris Evans, if you know who he is.
Yeah, he's like a
no. Chris,
he's like an actor.
No, that's another Chris Evans. This Chris Evans ginger, and he's a radio host in UK.
Oh, fucking gingers.
Matt LeBlanc, when he did the episode about the Charger Hellcat, I think it is. It's an American car. That one is a crazy car. I
still prefer the episode of Grand Tour where Richard Hammond totaled a Rimac.
Was that the electric car?
It's an electric hypercar. He barreled it off a mountain at 180 mile an hour.
Damn. How the hell did he
because of the sheer quality of the car.
Wow.
That's why Rimac allowed them to show it.
You're right, yeah.
Why do you buy electric cars when we have such beautiful normal cars? I don't understand that.
Because electric cars actually have a purpose.
It's true, but where do you get electricity? Nuclear power stations.
It doesn't matter about electricity. Do you know how fast the acceleration on a good, powerful electric motor is far superior to any petrol engine?
Oh yeah, they have a Tesla with an engine on each tire that can go people take all the seats out and all the weight out of it, and they can go unbelievably fast. They can beat.
But the thing is, the 0 to 60 is unbelievable. I think the fastest 0 to 60 is 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
How fast do they go maximum?
Maximum. The Rimac did 220 mile an hour.
Shit. Okay.
That's up there. That's up there.
The maximum is 180 kilometers.
Yeah, but the Koenigsegg's can go faster, but those cost like $3 to $6 million for one of them.
The only petrol car that can go much faster is the Bugatti Veyron.
Yeah, the
sorry,
Koenigsegg's are up there.
I cannot afford that one.
That's £1 million, but they've run out. They only made so many, didn't they?
My Volvo costed 2,500 euros. That's what it's an old one, but it's very good.
Right.
My 20 mile an hour e-bike cost £800.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that shit.
What do you drive, Smokesteve?
I mean,
A Ford
who
pickup truck?
is it?
No. I
My
drive
e-bike.
I got a company pickup truck, which is pretty modest.
It's
but
cool. It's cool.
it's a company vehicle, so I take it and I'm loving it because it's free.
Is it a Ford or Chevy?
It's a Toyota,
Oh, Tundra?
the little guy.
Oh, a
The
Tacoma.
ISIS car.
Yeah, it's fine.
I got a Tundra. I love
Yeah,
the Toyotas, man.
You know, it's fine. I can talk on the Bluetooth. I get good music. It gets me to work and home. I did a dump run with it today with some brush, so I get it as a car. And then as our family car, we just have a crappy SUV, nothing special.
I always get the old Toyota trucks because they last till like 300,000-400,000 miles.
Yeah, they're good. They're solid. I got this thing serviced recently, and the new Toyota SUV, the big one, is like 70 grand. It's fucking crazy, man.
I'd never
Hey,
spend that
Morgan.
much for a new cam.
You know, you could get like probably a decent Mercedes or an Audi for 70 grand. So Toyotas are right up there with like.
Yes.
Yeah, but
they're expensive, man.
like I had an Audi. Well, I had several of them, but the one Audi I had, it had a warranty on it, and it had $20-something thousand worth of warranty work on it. And that Toyota ain't gonna have nothing.
Yeah.
Best vehicle I ever had was my Yamaha TDR 125.
What is that? A car? Two-seater?
No, it's a two-stroke Enduro motorcycle.
Oh, old school two-stroke. Those stink, though,
It,
don't they?
it had the same engine as the DT.
Right. Yeah, those two-stroke engines, I don't even think they're legal anymore, right? Or are
They're
they?
not. They're legal. You just can't. They're not allowed to make them anymore. The ones that are already made are legal.
So you have to do a resto and keep it alive forever.
Well, my dad actually goes over to France and brings like 6 at a time back.
Right.
Because the ones in England have rusted and fallen apart, but the ones in France are all like brand new.
Wow, cool.
So it was
that's like a restorer.
Well, it kind of restores some of them, but it gets them so cheap over there because they don't want them. Whereas over here, it gets them for like 800-900 euros in France, and then he'll sell them over here for between £2,000 and £4,000 over here.
Interesting. That's cool.
Each.
But after the Brexit, will it be possible?
After it's not impossible. He'll just have to pay
Tax.
some taxes and whatnot.
Yeah, but I think you will have a tax union. There won't be taxes anyway. But Germany is not pleased with you leaving, I think.
Well, our government's thinking of breaking the law, aren't they? So
Let's see what happens.
international law, they're going to say fuck it to EU, and they're going to do whatever they want.
But the EU is Germany. So we say fuck you to Germany. It's
Pretty
very
much.
Someone says that.
Yeah, this is great. Manzi Munster is busting his own chops, but he still makes a mistake because of his iPad. Retarded. Yeah, it's all right, dude. I hate that on-screen keyboard too. The laptop helps. I still look like a moron. I'm like, but
That's why a proper keyboard helps.
yeah. Yeah, and a proper mic stand because of this dumbass thing I have at the computer. Like,
a proper mic stand.
Yeah, I could have that over to the side. Yeah, I'm working on it, you know.
Biscuits finally got his sound down good though. I mean, it sounded like crap. I felt bad for him. He was so excited about that mic, but now it's
Do
like
you understand me? You hear me? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
better than
It's
you were
pretty
crap.
good,
Yeah,
Anna.
You were always crap too, but you're much better.
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
That's German technology.
It only took 4 weeks to get it set up on what they call it, the mic mixer thing to get
Right.
sound right.
Right.
Because
It sounds good though. You got good.
the microphone on its own,
That's
the
it.
gain on the microphone itself was really low, so I had to get a software to raise the gain and change some bits with it.
Oh, that was your problem.
Yeah.
Anna's
So-
cracking herself up over there.
I've upped a gate as well so that my the fan noise is cut out.
Right. Yeah.
So like,
Yeah. I think the fan we're hearing is from. Well, what is she going by this week?
Stuttgart one.
Stuttgart one. I think it's her
Yes.
fan. You got a fan going back there?
Apparently. What, please?
You got a fan in the room?
I have a fan.
Yeah, you have a fan on?
No? Yes? Do you have a fan?
No, nothing.
Oh, you don't. Oh, well, maybe it's somebody else.
The gas chamber.
Oh, it's the gas chamber.
Oh, you crazy motherfucker.
It's the ovens, huh?
Oh, come
No,
on.
Getting them ready?
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Just
I
make
think
sure
it's-
it's not
Wow,
mine. One sec.
I thought she was getting ready for dinner. That's all.
Let me know if the fan noise goes away. 1 second.
Not sure. It's only me. Because I hear you.
Maybe it's a
perfectly.
fish tank.
What?
There's something.
Excuse
A
me?
fish tank. Some kind of motor.
I
Oh,
can
now
still
it's gone.
hear it. It's not me.
Wait, now it's
I
gone.
don't know. I have no idea what's this.
Now it's
There is
gone. I don't hear it now. I don't hear it.
I don't know.
Oh, nope.
don't
I
know.
hear it
don't
again.
have
I hear it
anything.
again.
No idea. What's this? It might be the computer. Its computer is shit.
Oh,
It's
now I don't
gone.
hear it.
It's gone. I can't
Yeah.
hear it anymore.
I have no idea. Maybe it was the. I have a sound box, small one, but it's still here. So
That's perfect. You guys might be able to hear the birds chirping out here.
sorry for any
Yeah,
sounds.
I think I just heard an Eastern towhee.
Yeah, that's it. Good ear, man. There it is, right there.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I
He's
couldn't hear shit. What the fuck are you talking about in Eastern Towhee? You could recognize the species of bird from something that I could even
Yeah.
audibly hear.
maybe it was a dunnock or a blue tit.
Well, those are over there.
He said it was right.
I like Bluetooth.
Unless Aphid's kidding.
No.
He probably is. I don't think. Although Eastern towhee would be migrating right now, that wouldn't be uncommon to see it scrapping in the ground for grubs and worms, digging
Yeah.
around.
I thought I was a bird aficionado. I'd never even heard of one of those.
But you're a cage guy. I'm a wild man. You know that's the difference.
I get you. I shot a blue tit once.
No, why?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it was an accident. I was just wanting to scare it away, and
Why
my
the
scope
fuck did
my,
you,
my scope my scope wasn't set right, so it hit the bird.
If you killed a person, a pregnant woman, I won't give a fuck. But killing a bird is a no-go.
What about a tasty duck?
Fuck that. But
No
yeah,
kill.
duck, maybe.
What, chicken?
Yeah,
chicken.
duck is good. Duck is good, dude.
Do you eat
Wait
chicken?
a minute. Is Anne a vegetarian?
Oh, give me a break. Your breakfasts have more animals in it than the average fucking dairy farm.
She cares about every living creature except for Jews.
I'm not a vegetarian. But
No.
I like these small birds, like them. They come here to the window.
Oh yeah, house sparrows, starlings. They're cute.
Robins and what's
I actually
Oh, we got
I
ra- we
raised
got
I,
rabbits.
ra-
Yeah, Robin.
I raised the starling from
Nice.
from young for about 4 months.
That's sweet.
Aphid, for your information, the European robin is a much smaller bird than ours, less
Yeah,
robust. It's totally
Well,
different
she said-
species.
she said small,
and
it's not small.
and-
Robin.
I dare say prettier than the American robin.
Our robins aren't pretty at all.
Great,
Oh,
great,
No.
great.
Ours are a hardy bird. They have a beautiful song in the morning, though. It's nice, but they're
We have-
big, hardy.
Ours are about this big, and they've got the perfect red breast and the little pointy beak.
Yeah.
So sweet.
ours are ugly. That's got to be the most common bird around here is a robin, probably.
What, gotta kill them all? What the fuck?
A British twitcher would say a robin is a very smart-looking bird. It very
Nice.
much is. Has a little vest. It's very tidy-looking little guy.
It's like the penguin of the skies, isn't it? But with a red waistcoat instead of a black one.
Ours are rusty colored. The belly.
Yeah, they call it Rufus. Is the
Our
color.
robins have got chestnut feathers, but with like a bright red chest.
Yeah,
Smokesteve seems pretty knowledgeable when it comes to fowl.
I know my birds.
Do you
My
have?
eight-
Have you been in the competitions where you do the sound and everything?
No. Mine was more of an actual. I was an actual bird watcher for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And I
Okay.
obviously retain that forever now because I've always, anyone who goes out in nature, you want to identify what you're looking at, whether it's flying, walking in the ocean, whatever. So just
I guess my speciality with birds are corvids, not COVID, but corvids,
yeah,
parrots, parakeets, and that's it, I think.
cool. So you know ravens.
Ravens, magpies, crows, and there's another one.
Cockatiel?
Rook, that's it, yeah.
Rook. Yeah.
Jeez, Smokesteve, man.
Okay, thank you.
There's a cat. What is that? There's some different ones over there that are nasty. Some of your crows over there in the UK, right?
No, that's a misconception.
There's nasty crows.
There's no such thing as a nasty crow.
Mhm.
If you do something bad or you look like somebody that did something bad to anybody that crow knows, then you've had it, of course.
Right.
But
Yeah, they really do. They have quite a memory. It's really incredible.
And not only do they have a memory, but they have flock memory as well. The whole flock can tell the rest of the flock who's the bad person.
Yeah. When I lived in Vermont, I would have them in some of the trees in the mornings. I'd go outside and just yell and wave my arm. And it became so that all I had to do was open the door and they'd fly away. They didn't need the yell. They didn't need the waving of the arm. They knew angry person was coming out, time to go over and fuck with the next house or whatever it was, like they were extremely intelligent. You can tell. They mob or harass like raptors when they see crows, hawks or whatever. They go nuts. It's awesome. They kind of are protecting everything else by being a harbinger, like a warning of the oncoming predator, which is cool. But then they themselves will eat baby birds and eat any fucking thing that they can find. They just don't want the hawk to get anything because that's.
I used to free fly a cockatiel. I let it fly outside and it'd come right back when I called it.
Oh.
But this one day it got scared and flew up on top of a roof, and it must have been flying for about 5 hours, being chased by a crow. And it flew from tree to tree, dodging this crow. Mm-hmm. And it eventually came back, and it was puffing and panting like it had done a race.
Marathon. That's great. Yeah. Lovely.
But luckily, it got away.
Well, were you on pins and needles watching your cockatiel get chased by a crow?
Well, yeah. Since I'd raised it from an egg, I was like, I'd put 3 years of work into making this as tame as possible.
Right.
And
so you're trying to get
to
the
fly
thing
out.
back, like calling it, like, come on, buddy.
Because it's that scared, it's not got that mind of like, yeah, I'll come back to my owner. It's like, I've got to get away from that big black fucker.
Right.
Not being racist, it was a crow.
No, yeah. Right.
Just make sure I'm making that point because
I know. Right. We're talking birds here, people. Yeah.
Yes.
Cup of Tea points out it is called, when it's a group of crows, it's called a murder of crows. And that is correct,
right.
brother.
Cup of tea. Look at him.
Yeah.
I
Of
thought he
course,
always
that's
had
what
that.
he knows. The murder fact.
I
What were
thought
you
he
gonna
had that turkey face avatar for
It's a
old
gaggle
live
of turkey.
leaker.
Is it a gaggle of turkeys?
No, it's one bird face, whatever Cup of Tea's is. Can't see.
I think he's making fun of a old live leaker that got ran off a live leak.
Do you know who Cup is from the olden days?
Nope.
What do you mean, like his other name?
Oh, well, you don't have to say it. I'm just saying, do you know who the guy is? Like you're buddies with him or whatever.
Well, he's been Cup of Tea on live leak for years.
Okay, cool. Right on.
I'm sure he's somebody else too, though, because that's what I always gave him shit about, because on my live show, he was there every week, just like he is here.
Oh yeah, he says
And
it's a turkey buzz.
He knew that.
Norfolk Iceni says London still got those green parrots. Yes, the Indian ringnecks, and they're considered a pest now.
Yeah. Isn't that a shame? Because they're so.
Yeah, that's right.
I had a yellow and a green Indian ringneck for about 3 months until the person I bought it off came around and begged for them back.
Yeah. Funny thing, down in Florida, where the place we would go every morning at about 8 a.m. and then every evening at the same time, the parrots would all fly out of a tree, land on a wire, and all squawk like fucking crazy for 5-10 minutes. Then they'd all go off for the day and come back, do the same thing. And it became a cool ritual for me in the evenings to catch them out there and be smoking a bowl. Because, unless you're in certain areas at certain times, you really don't see green birds flying around. It's really beautiful to see them in the trees, on the wires. And I believe they're invasive in Florida. They were never supposed to be there. They're cage birds that were released, and they just live. It's pretty cool.
That was my flat.
Uh-oh. The guard dogs woke up.
I had 30 birds at one point.
30 birds?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's nice. What do you say about pigeons? I like pigeons.
Yeah, pigeons.
Yes, I like them.
Well, maybe tame racing pigeons, yes, but the ones out in wild are dirty and they carry diseases like rats.
Yeah.
You
That
know
is
one
true.
person who got diseased by a pigeon? One person?
Probably people that handle them.
Yes.
Hey, get back here.
The others don't. You have to actually stand above them and breathe it in to get something.
Yeah.
Like a dog. A dog can also infect you.
But I have held wild pigeons before and they're all like sticky and greasy.
Yes, because they live in dirt and they are pets who were abandoned.
Yeah.
Wild pigeons? Pigeons?
Yeah. When I lived on the eighth floor on a flat, and I used a cage to catch one. Like pull the rope when it went in after I put some food in cage, and I pulled rope and caught it, and then I was like, I'm gonna keep this for a couple of days, and I did. I fed it and stuff, but then I'm like, this is boring, and just let it go.
Good story.
Yeah.
My experience with pigeons is
the story's not fully over. The only reason I had all those birds and is just how lonely I'd not had my daughter for like 2 years, so I was just compensating with fuck ton of birds.
Right. I've heard of some guys in the UK who are real adamant racers, pigeon guy racing fucking doves.
It's big over here.
They have been caught like trying to poison raptors and shit that kill their pigeons.
Really?
Yeah, that's not uncommon, man. they hate those things because they consider these racing pigeons to be like their pets or whatever.
Some of them are prized and they're worth a lot of money.
Right, but if they're flying around out there in the hawk's territory,
I mean, it's the hawks just being the hawk. It's not doing anything wrong.
right? Exactly.
If they lose a bird, they've lost a bird. So what?
Yeah, and this goes all the way on out to the place where they keep lambs and shit out in the countryside. The white-tailed eagles have taken some lambs, so the farmers are putting out poison and trying to kill the eagles because they think they're killing all their lambs. So it's definitely a battle over there in the UK with some, people against natural birds, and then there's the Twitcher side of it, which are people who love birds, and then yourself, you like to do the cage bird thing. So yeah, there's a lot of differences here.
I only have one at the moment because this one doesn't shed dander like the cockatiels did. That's why I got rid of those. There was harm in my my lungs. There was dust in the air all the time.
Oh.
The shed dander.
I had cockatiels.
Yeah, there's like dust in the air all the time with cockatiels.
What'd you take, penicillin to clear that up?
No. I got rid of birds and it cleared right up.
I got you.
But this bird uses water to bathe, whereas the cockatiels had like a dust in the feathers that cleaned them.
I got you.
So they're like dry cleaning by having the dust take away the dirt.
Red squirrel, pine barrens, cool. Yeah, red squirrel is the primary prey of pine marten in the North American northern forests.
We had a squirrel debacle over here this morning. These baby squirrels keep jumping down, and my terrier snapped one's neck last weekend. Like 2 seconds, I was like, what is that? And as soon as I looked at it, he was on top of it and he shook it twice and snapped its neck. And this week there was 2 more that were running around, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep getting them inside, but they're going to kill it. I mean, they're dogs. Finally, the mom, this afternoon, it was laying on the steps over here. And the mom grabbed it by its mouth and took it off in the woods. So they're out of range now.
These are just gray squirrels?
Yeah.
Dude, I think there's enough of them around that.
I know, but it's still sad. I mean, like the one that got its neck snapped, it was just laying there like moaning after it. And it just started twitching, and his mouth was, just breathing until he finally stopped breathing. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. Totally, I got you. If you didn't see it,
yeah, I could care less. Really, I'd rather them get the rabbits because the rabbits eat all our vegetables. But
sure.
But the squirrels, they're not too much of a bother. And there's a lot of a canopy where once they're adults, they just play up in the canopy, going from tree to tree, and it drives the dogs crazy because they're, they think they're gonna get them somehow or something.
Sure.
But the baby ones, man, they're not fast at all. I can catch them.
According to u.gov, they're reintroducing bears and wolves in the UK.
Nice.
Because they're actually very beneficial to the wild, keeping certain wildlife down. And
yeah, you can eat gray squirrel, by the way. Yes, it's delicious.
Is it? You had it?
No,
I need to stop confessing because
it seems like it'd be greasy. I've had rabbit before. Rabbit was real oily and greasy.
Gray squirrel only eats nuts almost 100%. So
they also kill red squirrels either by attacking them or by infecting them with, I think it's syphilis. I think it was.
Is that right?
What?
I better
Syphilis?
keep my
dirty
gang from around them, I guess.
It was some sort of disease like that. I'm sure it was syphilis. I'll just look it up.
Anyway.
So Aphid Kip, did you your show's on your channel? I noticed.
Well, I record it. Well, see, I record it for the trigger warning thing, and I'm not gonna like harp on Hayden too much, but like it's like, I never know if it's gonna go on. Now I got this designated spot on Tuesdays at like 7 p.m. UK time, which is like 2 p.m. our time, and then I think tonight after the show's over, it plays again.
Cool.
But it just keeps playing the original one, and I keep giving them the new ones.
No, but the new one's on YouTube.
Well, that's my channel.
Oh, I see
So
what you're
I
saying.
just re-upload. It plays on the radio, the trigger warning radio station.
Yeah.
And it comes on after that Richie Allen guy does his radio station, which we used to be like Natalie's spot for that interlude show, but I guess she got upset here that one night and
I got it wrong. It wasn't syphilis. It was squirrel pox.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, good that we cleared that up. Anyways, back to Aphid. Aphid, let's continue on that subject. I feel like we may be far enough removed from that situation that we could possibly address it here.
Oh yeah, I did with Graham.
So?
I didn't record it, but I talked to Graham about it. It was pretty funny.
Before we get into it, do you think we're going into possibly something we shouldn't be mentioning here, or is it cool?
Man, I mean, it happened, so why not talk about it? I mean,
right, and it's you can still watch it. It's still there. They put that.
Well, what happened? Graham cleared that up with me. What happened was somebody, and he didn't tell me who it was, but
let's not bring up any of that. Let's just talk about.
Well, it's gone. It's gone. So
I know it is, but I don't even want to.
That's why it was held off for
exactly
because he deleted that part out of it.
Right. The point of the whole thing is here. Let's get into the interaction between who was mentioned before, who is gone now, and Graham. Was that a bad or negative? I mean, do you guys have an opinion on that?
Well, I mean, I have opinions on every person that comes in and out of this stream. Some good, some bad, and I think
people in chat tell me what they're on about.
You were here. It was when Graham got in that argument with.
Okay.
So I think he had enough, and she did, she did with me, and she did with like when Arminius came on. I mean, Arminius, is he my type of guy? No, but he was interesting, and it was fun listening to him. And she would sit there and hum the whole time, so he couldn't even talk. And I think that rubbed people the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way. And I mean,
I liked Arminius. I busted his chops. I said he should wear like a beekeeper's mask or something. I felt like a dickhead, but that was an old line from the Howard Stern show. So I was just trying to kind of trolling everybody back then, fucking with people a little more.
Right. That was back in the days when you'd pop on for 5 minutes and go jump on a trampoline.
On their show, yes. Well, one thing I could always say is I never got replaced by anyone else in the old days. They kept me on. Once I went on the trampoline, they were like, this guy could do anything at any minute, so we're going to keep him on here.
Oh, you mean they wouldn't kick you off to bring somebody else in?
Yeah, there were certain people where they'd be like, all right, well, we're going to bring on someone else because they could only have so many people.
Right, yeah. What are you going to do?
Right. Nowadays, we have 10 spots. We usually never get close to it. But anyways,
we got close last week, didn't we, with 7, I think?
Or maybe last week or the week before, but yeah.
Seven, because I only came back because there was 6, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make it 7.
For the first time ever.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's Saturday afternoon here, like it's sun setting, and it's like if it wasn't for COVID, I'd be doing shit with my friends right now, to be honest with you. But it's nice.
It's night.
What would you guys be doing? Casing like a rail down at the town hall that you've been scoping out for like 3
my buddies. my buddy that lives like a mile from here, and actually he came here last night with his girls for the first time, which was nice, and that we just hung out in the backyard. But it's like a mile from here. I found him the house actually because he moved out of state and moved back in from. He works in the airlines, and the main goal for finding his house was he had to have a nice place to build a nice ramp.
Oh,
So
cool.
we found him the house, and then we went went about five hours out of town here to buy a ramp, and we didn't buy. We got a box truck, like a rental truck, you know.
What are you talking, like a quarter pipe type thing?
No, like a big, huge. I'll send you a picture. I'll PM you a picture of this ramp. And so we went to Springfield, which is like 5 hours from here. It's another buddy of ours that had this ramp in his backyard, and he was wanting to get rid of it. So we tore it down. We loaded it up in the back of this rental truck. We brought it over here, and now we made it twice as big. And he put this stuff called skate light on it. It's like a plastic wood composite that doesn't age with the weather. So you can have it out in your backyard, and it's like brand new. You know, all the, like, if you see skateboarding on TV, it's got that on it.
Cool.
Anyway, I feel like I'm getting feedback from somebody. Anybody else hear that? No?
Yeah, it's in my headphones here. And yeah.
Mute and unmute, see if it's me.
Somebody's somebody's audio is going through their microphone.
Oh,
I don't hear it now. I don't hear it now.
Can you hear it?
No, I think it's gone. So anyway, we built this, just masterpiece ramp. He always wanted, his whole life. He's my age, mid-40s, and his whole life he's wanted to have a house where he could have this, beautiful ramp, and it's got lights, on it, and we have big parties over there and stuff. So normally on a Saturday night, I'd be over there. We'd be barbecuing, and families would all be over there, and we'd be skating with a bunch of people.
What is it? Let's just describe it. You say a ramp? Is it I'll get
it on my phone so you can see a picture of it.
Is there a rail in front of it? Is it?
No. We're talking about a half pipe.
A full half pipe. Wow, with like vertical walls and everything. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Because I said quarter pipe. I was thinking something low.
No. This is like it's like you walk back there and you're like, oh wow, look at this.
Cool. That's awesome.
I was watching Jack Black's stream that he's got on.
Yeah, it's like his, but it's a little bit bigger.
Oh, is it only a bit bigger than that one?
Oh, here's a picture.
That's only a small half pipe. That one.
Here's a picture of a typical Saturday night. This is all of us with our family.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
That's a pretty big half pipe.
Yeah.
Aphid, can you do like can you go up and do a big indie grab and like land back?
Well, I don't get above the coping anymore. You
don't anymore. I see. You're not boosting like 3 feet up with the huge indie.
Like all kinds of slides and grinds and stuff like that.
You like just go up and down kissing coping like.
Right.
Hanging your trucks, then dropping back down, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's funny because skating was like 15 years ago here in Germany. So in America, it's still a thing. It's still very modern.
I've been skating since the 80s.
Skate. I don't think Aphid's not doing it to be popular. He's doing it because he enjoys it.
Right.
That's the difference.
You can do it. You can do it. I can't. So I don't
know. This is a really cool place. I don't know if you can make out that picture.
Cool.
But
what is that?
That beard is far too dark to be Aphid.
No, that's me. It's me. It's a cathedral church in downtown St. Louis, and it was going vacant. And
what is that? A 5-0 grind? Is that what that's called?
It was a front side grind right there. Is what that was.
Oh man,
that's a pretty tall ramp too.
So when you finish that, did you come in switch like backwards, or do you revert like come in regular?
No, you just go. Well, like you're like if you like I skate like this, so you're turning like this, and your wheels and trucks are going up over the coping and grinding.
Coming right, and then coming back down that same way. Yeah, that's cool. Love it, man. That's awesome.
So that's a front side, and then if you go this way, it's a back side.
So you go regular. You're a regular foot.
I skate regular.
Me too.
Wait,
On the snowboard.
Remind me, which is regular? Is that where you put your front foot first?
Left
Well,
foot forward.
you're always putting your front foot first. Or if you
I
don't,
know, there's some people that do back foot first.
No, so left
well, it
foot
depends
forward
if
is
I mean, it's still
regular.
gonna be your front foot. I mean, you don't have a front foot and a back foot. You have a left foot and a right.
What I mean is, there's some people that put the foot on the back over the back wheels, and then pull the foot forward.
Oh, he's talking about like what do they call that animal or something when you're skating?
Well, when you push,
if you push with your back foot
that's
on the
called
board,
Mongo. It's called
Mongo,
Mongo.
right? Yeah. No, Mongo.
I when I skated, it was my right foot over the front truck.
So
that's goofy. That's goofy.
Goofy foot.
Yeah, man. Is it? All right, okay.
And I don't know why it's called goofy and regular because
yeah, it's feel. Basically, if you were going to run towards like a patch of ice and just instinctively try to slide sideways,
right? That's a good. Which
foot would you?
I'd face left.
Right, so that means your left foot should go in the front.
Right. No, my right foot goes on the front because if I'm looking left, then my right foot would be forward.
Right.
I get.
I've never heard of that sliding on ice reference, but that's like a perfect way to describe it.
That's how you do it. I was a snowboard instructor, and that's what we would try to tell people. Like, if you're
that's brilliant, man. Never heard that before.
Yeah, it does make sense. What are you comfortable?
Yeah, it does. It totally does. I broke my couple of ribs 2 years ago snowboarding. We went down. It wasn't a real snowboard, but it snowed a little bit here, and it wasn't very much snow. And there's this real long hill, like not far from here, that everybody goes and with their kids and goes on, And it was later on in the day, and it was November when this happened. So later on in the day, it was like getting close to 40 degrees, and all the snow had melted. So there was and all the people had been sliding on this hill all summer or all day. So there's hardly any snow left, and it was bumpy. And my son, he's got this little kid's snowboard thing, and it gets cooking, man. It's got little wings on the bottom of it, and it's not like you don't lock your feet into it.
But there's no edge. You don't have an edge.
So there's no edge. There's no edge. So I did it 3 or 4 times, and it's a pretty long hill. It's sketchy, real sketchy. And he's like, "Let's do it one more time, Dad," because he was sitting on his sled, And he's like, "Race me one more time," and I'm like, "Man, it was the last time I did it. It was like real sketchy." And I was like, "All right, I'll do it one more time," So I did it, and I was getting, as fast as I could, and I started getting speed wobble. And at the very bottom, it was like I went from standing up to slammed on the ground. It was like when I had it on, my wife was filming it with my phone, and she's laughing, by the way. Right. And it's like one frame that I'm standing up, and the next frame and I totally, man, I got the wind knocked out of me. I broke my ribs. I was messed up. Like trying to wipe your butt when you go to the bathroom after that was for months was like the most painful thing in the world. Right. It was horrible. And there's nothing they can do about it. So you got to just deal with the pain.
Yeah.
Oh,
your diaphragm has to expand and contract, so they can't.
It was so bad.
Could you imagine me on the skateboard falling off? I'd break every bone in my body.
Yeah, but you got a lot of padding too, so you might not.
Yeah, but I've got a lot of weight dragging me down, and I get to terminal velocity much quicker than you.
I would say one of the worst falls I've ever seen was from the X Games. It must have been 3 or 4 years ago. Jake Brown on the.
Oh yeah, when his shoes flew off.
Yeah, he goes over.
That was like 10 years ago. That was a long time ago now.
Maybe 10. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a mega ramp.
He does a huge backside. I want to say 720 off of the ramp, which was super technical. Flies into the giant quarter pipe and does a 20-foot air. And he literally lost the board, and he's waving
keep in mind,
his
when he's describing this, he did a 20-foot air, but the top of this ramp is probably 20 feet tall too. So
Right.
he's really 40 feet up in the air.
That's correct. 20 feet from the top of it, 40 feet from the flat. So
Right.
he falls the entire way, rolling up
Four
the windows, trying
stories.
to balance his body out, and he just fucking yard sail at the bottom. Shoes off, man. That fucking
His
poor guy.
shoes shot off in both directions like 20 feet. That's how. I mean, he fell 4 stories because what happened was he was losing his balance and he you have to work with physics when you're going up there, and he put too much weight into the the vertical when he was up there, so it pushed him back away, so he
Right.
didn't land on the transition. When he landed on the flat, so landed 40 feet down.
That was
And
amazing.
it was probably the worst. I haven't seen anything like that ever since
No.
or before.
Scariest thing I ever did it wasn't a skateboard, it was a mountain board. I bought it for kite surfing, but I decided to take it down to the national, like park reserve kind of thing, and there was a really long, steep path that was like dirt. And I went down this steep path, but because you got your feet strapped in, I was like, shit, I'm committed now. And it started wobbling halfway down. I'm like, no, I'm going to fall. And I get all the way down the bottom, and I'd already pissed my pants because I was that scared.
Oh. Like literally, you like pissed your
I
pants
literally
for real?
pissed myself, yeah.
Nice.
I thought I was going to die. I was 28 stone, and I was zooming down that. It was a steep path. I wanted to bail, but my feet were strapped in, and I thought, if I try to get off of this, I'm going to die. So I had to commit, and I committed all the way down to the bottom. And when I got to the bottom, my pants were all wet.
Oh my god!
How old were you? 18?
No, 28.
28.
It was last summer.
Right. Oh, my voice just squeaked. Right. Jesus, you're a rad dude. Yeah, total nutter. Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. That was the days.
I was near the top, and I must have been going about 3 miles an hour, and that's when I decided I wanted to get off. And I just couldn't. I was just frozen. My body was just stiff as a rock, and I was like, well, I've got to chuffing get out of this. And I ended up making it to the bottom. Oh.
Yeah. Most of the skateboarding I've done has been on longboards where you just carve down like hills, mellow hills.
Yeah, right.
The only time I got in trouble with that, we had a light, like a traffic light. You could press the button and run to the top of the hill, so you could just catch when all 4 lights would be red, and you could skate right through and then down this sweet hill. But as I did it, somebody pulled out from like a Walgreens drugstore, and I had to basically fall on my left shoulder, and that kind of wrecked me at the time, but it wasn't that bad, whatever.
Right back.
It's pavement, but obviously when you're doing stuff like that, you just hop up and you try to act like nothing hurt, right? Aphid,
right,
like,
yeah, oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fucking fine, dude. Let's do it again, even though you're
man.
Like,
every time I've ever gotten hurt, I was in such denial, and like anybody would come up to me and I'd be like, "Man, what are you worried about? I'm fine,"
Right, exactly.
Every single time, I popped a bone out of my arm, and I was like, "No, we don't need to go tell my mom,"
Right, exactly.
Shooting blood out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes back to, I remember once I fell on just a 10 speed and I came home all beat up, and I was maybe 16 or 17, and my father was like pissed. He's like, what the fuck? You're all fucking cut up. I'm like, sorry, Dad. Like, he gets mad at me for getting hurt. So then you hide your injuries. You're like,
right.
Oh, good. I didn't hurt myself. I'm fucking fine, Dad. No worries, Like you said, meanwhile, you have a bone hanging out of your arm, trying to hide it,
But why? Why do you risk so much? For what?
Oh, youth.
Yeah, I don't got an answer.
Yeah.
My
Like
friends were way more riskier than I was.
I guess
was
so.
always the one that was like
with
taking the
alcohol.
pictures.
My life was with alcohol.
We
Not
didn't
this
drink or
much.
do anything. We were like straight edge back then when we did all
No,
that.
skateboards. I mean, yes, skateboarding we tried, but I broke my arm and then stopped.
Right.
Anyway,
broke your arm
so,
skateboarding?
I don't know. I tried a bit, but
You broke your arm?
not the best thing. Yes,
Oh.
because as you mentioned, health pipes and blah blah, and
Right.
and falling is also you don't know how to fall, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You never
Not
know
well.
how to fall. Although there is a
American
difference.
culture took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
now there's a lot of those concrete pipes or concrete parks around. And when I was a kid, they didn't have those. We always had to. Well, what we did when we were kids was, we live out in the suburbs, so there's always subdivisions being built, and we would go to the subdivisions at night, and we would steal all the wood, and then we'd bring it back to somebody's house that would let their parents would let us build a ramp. It would only last like 2 months, and then the parents would be like, "Get this damn thing out of my backyard! These kids are here every day." And
it would be like a summer project, right? You'd steal
we'd steal more wood and build it. And then we had this connection with this.
Lock up everything.
all the skate parks in the UK are either concrete or metal.
Now they're concrete, but that's why I was bringing it up because, when I skate on wood, I wear knee pads mostly, unless it's a smaller ramp. And I instinctively go to my knees, but when I skate concrete, I don't go to my knees because I try to run it out because I just have a fear that the concrete's gonna like grab a hold of the pad and rip it off and scrape my knee up.
Right. I guess that's where metal would be better than concrete, wouldn't it?
We skated a metal ramp before.
It might catch it, you'll like flip forward and smash your face on concrete.
Yeah, I try
at least the metal ramp's got some give.
Yeah,
it does. They're loud though. Metal ramps are really loud.
Yeah. I've never heard of that. Surprised we haven't seen another regular tonight, or our buddy Cypher.
Cypher this.
I asked him, where's he? I wait for him actually. To be honest, because here it's 2 o'clock. No, 1:30.
He's not here.
It's quite late here.
He normally comes on a bit later, doesn't he?
I don't have shit to do, so I'm here.
Maybe he's got a lass that he took out on a date tonight.
I was sick, so I can be here for whatever.
I am rather jealous of his view.
Yeah, he's got a good view.
Why?
Yeah, and
he's of the Indian River.
What?
He's got a view of the Indian River.
Indian River?
I'm gonna get a beer.
Indian River in Florida?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that.
It's just a really nice view.
Okay, I've never been in the US. I don't know. To be honest.
Every time he comes on, he turns his camera around to show us his lovely view, and it's like, "I'm you."
My cousin was in the US. He studied there, so he knows. He was in what's it called? Alexandria near Washington. But I don't know about the US, fortunately.
I'm just gonna put them out here. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 1 moment. Yeah, I'll be back in 1 second, okay?
Well, okay. All right, come back. Enjoy. All right, so we got a guy down below here. He's anyone have any input? He's a newcomer. Is he wanted? Do we want I thought it was cool, interesting. I don't know if anyone's gonna be throwing shade on the fella, but it's fine if we do. Here we go. Mr. Disco.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Jimmy Rizzo.
Steve,
What's up?
actually hear these disco lights. This room is going to be full of small lights, and it's going to be cool soon. Hi there, Mr. Biscuit.
Hello, Jimmy.
By the way, the guy at the bottom right-hand side, I still can't pronounce your name. Good evening there, Mrs. Struckgard. Nice to meet you there, honey.
Jimmy, I am a master of helping people pronounce things.
Yeah, well, I can't pronounce that name on the bottom right.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Watch this. Right, you ready? Repeat after me. A.
Alpha.
No. After me, say exactly what I say. A.
Fid.
Lip.
Now
put them together. A. Fid.
Oh, I mean,
lip.
That's a bit complicated. I mean, come on, man. It's only YouTube.
It's literally what are they called? Three.
Why did people
syllables.
make complicated
Syllables.
names? Just make simple
It's
names.
not complicated.
No,
It's three syllables. A, fid, lip. Nothing hard about that. There you go. Perfect. You
I
can't
had
say
a fid lip.
Yeah,
But it sounds rather odd. You know what I mean?
You can drop the lip altogether and just call them aphid. It's fine.
Fid. Right. Okay.
I mean, this is coming from a guy with the Jimmy Rizzo show. Like, who the hell is the Jimmy Rizzo
with the silly
show?
disco lights. I hate the disco lights, by the way.
Well,
You hate
put some normal lights on then.
Hi there, Mr. Struckgard. How are you doing there, baby?
Very good. I wait for your music. You have an entire disco going on. You wait for your
Where
music.
are you from Denmark? It's like a Denmark accent.
Germany. Denmark.
Oh, Germany, okay then. Yeah, my friend.
Yes, Germany, of course.
Yeah, Germany, my friend. Yeah, speaking Dutch.
Fuck Denmark.
Yeah, Jacob. Hey, don't say fuck Denmark. Denmark's a lovely place. It's a nice place.
We took it in one day.
Have you ever been to Copenhagen?
Oh my God.
I just heard what Mrs. Stuttgart said there. We took it in one day. Come on now. Stop that shit.
No, I was not there.
Yeah. I could say some things, but I wasn't there. Because Stephen's show, I'm going to behave myself.
Trust Anna to fetch a little bit of controversy into the show.
Yep.
Oh, look. We roused up a buddy when we were talking about
it. All right,
I was just wondering where that guy was. I was just wondering where he was. I love this guy. I think he looks like a space astronaut.
Love you,
Buzz Aldrin. Yep.
I remember you said some real nice things to me a couple of times.
Buzz Aldrin, alive from the grave again.
I got my other stream on. Just
hey, Houston, we're taking off tonight.
There we go. Got me?
You know what is that, Steve, right? I had a great stream tonight.
Yeah.
Right? And honestly, just before my stream ended, somebody came on, like I do the StreamYard thing, Steve, right? Yeah. Somebody came on and done the dangly bit thing, you know what I mean?
The dangly bit.
And I got caught, the dick, Saber. And I got caught out. And what a stream as well. It was nice. And
so do you have to get rid of the whole stream when that happens, or just edit it? You can't edit it and re-up it?
Well, actually, I left it, right? And I thought the stream maybe would have been okay. But when I finished the stream, it was just gone. Bang.
Yeah.
And it was such a shame as well, Saber, because I didn't. A couple of people I fell out with, right? And they came back tonight. And the stream was really alive. It was lit. It was great. And it just got deleted. You know what I mean? It was a shame.
Yeah, it would. I don't know if you saw my over on the YouTube sidebar. I mentioned that I had a birthday celebration. My family, my sisters fixed fajitas for me, so I had a real great.
Hey, Mr. Safer, you know why I like you for? Because you got one of them. I'm gonna launch a rocket to the moon. Yeah.
Manzy monster.
I used to be Mr. Excitement, and now I'm Mr. Excitable.
Yeah, Mr. Houston. Hi there, Houston. We're going to Mars.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be alive. You're gonna be allowed to say that.
Yeah, I hope I'm alive to see someone go to
Oh,
Mars.
you will be. You
Yeah.
will be.
I hope so. Thanks
You
for the
will
vote
be,
of, vote
buddy.
of confidence.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Hi there, Mr. Stuttgart. We are watching you very carefully. Be careful what you do.
And
I
Yeah,
think biscuits rather thinking
good.
what I'm going to say now.
Hey, if
Hey, what's going on?
it's good, it's good. I watched part of your show with Graham. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't
Yeah,
have time to watch it all, but
Graham's a good guy, isn't he?
yeah.
Hi there, Mr. Wilderness guy. It's nice to see people looking out and going to the woods and things. I watch wild people. It's really nice. But there again, though, what would you do if a big bear came up behind you
Oh,
and sort of wanted you for dinner? What would you do?
It depends on if you're in the woods for the hunting or for something else.
Yeah, I guess he's fucked, isn't he? If he's cooking bacon,
Oh, look,
if he's
quick, man.
cooking bacon on that stove, if the bear gets a
He'll
whiff
cook
of
'em up,
that,
man.
he's gone.
Aphid
Well,
knows how to cook up a good barbecue now.
If the
I got
bear
there's a
fine, the
got
bear's
some
gonna
stew
get
going up there right now.
the dogs will chase him off. It's only black bear. He ain't got no
Yeah,
horse.
heck yeah.
Is there no grizzlies up there with you, Aphid?
There was a what?
No grizzlies up where you live.
No.
No,
Just black bear.
That's
Coyote-
what
we got-
he thinks. That's
We
what
got
he thinks.
deer, coyotes.
There'll be
foxes.
some lovely grizzly muff, but I doubt there's any grizzly bear.
Oh,
Grizzly muff. Some gnarly muff, maybe.
By the way, the guy in the
we're
woods
going
there with
there.
about one
We're
of
going
them
there,
tiger
Steve.
cats.
keep it clean, guys. There's a
Okay.
lady present. There's a lady.
Yeah, I know that.
no problem.
Everybody froze. I froze up. I go, what? Hey,
Grizzly.
By the way, there, Stephen, I would have maybe beg to differ whether it's a lady or not.
Oh, that's
He
a
was
lady.
mentioning Mrs.
Yeah.
Stuttgart. Tell
I know what's
everybody
going
what
on.
you said before.
Yes, what do you mean?
Yeah,
My
I
dad?
know exactly what you said.
What was it?
What did you say when I said Denmark?
I said fuck Denmark.
Yes, I remember. I've got a good memory there, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
is everybody else freezing up, or is it just me?
I think it's
I'm
you.
freezing up for about 1 or 2 seconds at a time.
Actually,
It's okay, yes, Saber, it's okay.
your
Okay.
stream is clear on this end, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
okay.
you're clear.
Good.
Okay, well, I was streaming a YouTube channel, and I just shut the TV off that was streaming that. So hopefully that'll stop. We're having
If you
we're
could
not-
just do jumping jacks constantly, then we can tell if you're skipping or not.
That's right. And then take the average of 2,000 jumping jacks, and then we'll know if my
You'll have to
stream
get
is
on.
clear.
You'll have
Yeah.
to get on that broadband hamster wheel and give it a couple more turns.
That's right. That's right. It's always the hamsters, But we're having real vigorous, hard rain, but no electrical activity. I think that some of that hurricane that went up through, Alabama, northern Florida, and went up into. I think it got close to you, didn't it, Steve? That
Yeah,
hurricane?
we had some stuff, and then there's one off the coast too. So the waves are
Right.
huge. We got them,
Yeah.
had them coming up on both sides. So yeah,
How about you, Aphid? Did it anywhere near?
No, it hasn't rained here in a week at least.
Up here. Well, I think what's happened is that frontal, line that's coming back through brought a lot of that residual with it, because we've gotten at least a foot of rain throughout the day,
Oh,
about
wow.
about 8-9 hours. Yeah,
oh yeah. I haven't had rain. I just had unusually windy, cold, weird, unbalanced, huge
Yeah.
waves in the ocean. Can't go out in the boat. You know,
Yeah.
everything's crazy here, man. So
Yeah.
it was cool. We all went to the beach with my house guests earlier. Astronomically high tide. There's barely any beach, 9-foot waves, but it's cool for them to see that because fuck it, for anybody, it's just beautiful to. There's one crazy fucker on the horizon in a sailboat sailing north. I'm like, that guy really has to fucking be somewhere to be sailing in this shit, man. I mean, I can imagine how violent it was the wind is coming across the sails. He's got to have the rudder pinned to one side against the wind, and the fucking waves. He's going to be chopping up and down.
Maybe it's Lieutenant Dang on Forrest Gump's fishing boat. Come and get me, fuckers!
Doing some shredding.
Crazy. When the guy's on acid, he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going." You know, and who is he? This crazy person sailing out there in this.
Yeah,
it's crazy, but you always see him. I think the lobstermen didn't even go out today. That says a lot, you know. Those fuckers don't go out in anything.
So, Anna, is the weather behaving out where you are?
Excuse me? What?
Is the weather behaving? I'm just talking about weather.
That's quite warm, yes. Thanks.
Good. Yeah, good.
Quite warm. Nice.
Yeah, and I had one other. I actually had on the YouTube side. I had the stream going as well, so I went ahead and shut that down. So now all I've got is the StreamYard, basically the StreamYard with the comments going, the sidebar. So I'm not having any trouble now either. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. Just probably more than anything. Little things a lot of times, just too much stuff open.
Right, exactly. Too many tabs.
Yeah.
I learned about tab browsing a few years ago when you really understand what the hell's going on there.
Yeah.
If you leave them all open, it fucks up the whole works.
It depends. If you're hardlined and you've got a good fast connection, you should be all right.
Yeah, I got
good resource.
I got so much shit going in my little corner that I'm usually in over there.
Right.
Luckily,
I mean, in America, I think your broadband's quite a lot faster than UK, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's
Are you
a lot slower
laptop,
than the
David,
UK,
or just-
believe me.
Like
Right here, I'm on a Chromebook.
Because I hear that. Well, the largest we can get here is like 70 meg broadband, 80 meg on fiber optic. Whereas over in America, you guys get like 150 meg, 200 meg broadband.
Biscuit, listen, right? I'm on 300. I'm on 300 megabyte download a second.
And what company are you with?
Virgin Media.
All right,
You
okay.
know what I mean?
I'm with the fiber to the cabinet, not to the house.
Well, you're in the cable era. Biscuit.
Yeah.
What's media company you with? You're in the dark ages, honestly.
I'm with the Shell broadband, as in Shell, the
Well,
petroleum
I've never
company.
heard of that in my lifetime, ever.
You've never heard of Shell, as in
You must have got that from a petrol station when you called him a petrol one day. Put the
I don't
petrol in
drive.
and, hey, look, Shell broadband.
I have a bad credit rating, and they were the only people that had given me a broadband.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Hey, Jimmy, I heard you going into the phonetic alphabet there, humorously. Is that from ex-military, or is it from some other pursuit where the
Well,
phonetic
I
alphabet?
think you know that, Mr. Safer, when I say Hotel Echo Lima Oscar
There's only one Lima.
Separation Tango Hotel Alpha November X-ray Separation
Separation.
Yankee Oscar Uniform Charlie Pie.
Separation was a nice touch.
Yeah, thank you, my friend.
What?
No, not really a safe. I'm sort of in the amateur radio as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, you're a ham radio guy, right?
Well, I'm not a ham radio, but I'm in this radio because I'm like a pirate, I don't want to go in for my license because I think radio is free. I've been in the radio since I was 17.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't believe in putting in for the license.
Little pirate radio operator, huh?
Yes, that's my hobby. You
That's
know what I
something.
mean?
Yeah, if you're not licensed.
By the way, there,
Oh,
Mr.
right.
Stepper, I used to go down to 3 megahertz and talk to the Irish people.
There's not much point in pirate radio. There's not much point in pirate radio anymore because you can just do a podcast and it's just the same and it's perfectly legal.
You know, I mean, Saber will agree what I say, right?
Yeah, I
The
get.
internet.
Oh, sure.
The internet took all the things away from CB radio and ham radio because now everything is digital and it's so easy. But back in the day when things were analog, it was really hard to contact places.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, that,
Well, the
You
thing
do
is,
not
And Saber knows what I mean by
you,
when I
you
say
have-
analog.
I have to catch myself. Sometimes I still call a smartphone an airphone.
I think your ham radio and your CB radio, they're more. What should I say? They're a bit more secure. They can't be recorded.
I'll give you a difference, right? Do you know when analog was out? I got a
Yeah.
contact into South Africa on a normal dipole, which
on,
I
short,
made.
on shortwave.
No, on a 27 point, maybe 785 it was. And I got a contact into Dimwitty, a place called Dimwitty in South Africa, on a piece of metal sticking on my window.
Okay,
You know what I mean? That was amazing for me. And nowadays, digitals came out. It's just, digital things.
Jimmy,
fuck
can you
yeah,
pull the
analog
volume down
radio.
a little bit on you? Jimmy,
Pardon
not being funny, can you pull your volume down a little, just a little bit? Doesn't have to
It
be a
is
lot.
now when I was talking to the microphone. It should be okay there now.
Okay.
It's just a little bit louder than everyone else. That's all.
Yeah, no, because I'm on one of these amazing microphones.
No.
called
If it was
Nene,
amazing,
Nene.
Jimmy, if it was amazing, you could have your microphone at a decent
Steven,
level, like everyone else.
Steven's got his finger on his head thinking, what should I do with this guy? What's new, Steven?
That's funny, dude. You are a funny fucker. You picked that right up.
No, not really. But I am a very wise person. You know why?
There's nothing that gets past Jimmy Rizzo.
Because wiseness comes with age.
Right, because you're old. Sorry.
It's very hard to understand you. You talk a bit like
Wasn't Rizzo a rat in the 80s?
Rizzo rat. That was
Anna, that's like
that
the
was
pot calling the kettle
That's
black there.
That's what I was trying to say, Steve.
Midnight
I was trying
Cowboy.
to
That was from the
squeeze
movie
that in there.
Midnight Cowboy.
yeah.
Oh, that was a brilliant movie. Second, I love that movie. Midnight
Yeah, it was
Cowboy.
something. Another one I
And
like was
John-
Scarecrow as a
John Voight
Gene Hackman movie.
done that movie. John Voight. What
Oh,
an
yeah.
All right, that was it.
That movie was kind of, gay.
The Midnight Cowboy.
No,
Yes.
Come on,
I think-
Steven, no, wasn't. Midnight Cowboy was sort of like a good movie, but I know what Steve means.
Was it like Brokeback Mountain?
But it was a
Not that
brilliant
guy.
movie, that Midnight Cowboy.
Not that gay.
So I think somebody won an Oscar in somewhere, one of the actors. I think it was John Voight.
Must have
Yeah,
been.
I think it was John Voight. Shit, was he an actor in that again? He's pretty famous as well.
He was the main
Yeah.
lead in that movie.
He's Angelina Jolie's father. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you mean
he
An-
was.
you-
Everybody's
Yeah,
going, yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Angelina Jolie, you mean, Cypher?
They
And he
have-
played her father in one of the movies she was in as well.
Yeah, I had her once.
They have slightly different. They
You
have,
wish.
Yeah, in my dreams.
Yes.
I forgot. In my dreams. I forgot.
Cypher's on my level. Yeah,
they have
I like that guy.
Maybe.
slightly different political views.
Anna gives the appropriate look of disgust with that one.
Play me to the moon.
More of a humor look.
Ooh, right.
It was fun to say.
I'm
Yeah,
waiting
looks
for
that
I'm
way.
waiting for Jimmy to scoot back in with that Run DMC outfit on and do the backspin on that carpet.
I have had cashiers at 2 different stores now make passes at me. 2 women in the last 3 weeks.
I can believe it.
I'm starting to think less seriously about my, ex-wife, and it's starting to. I'm starting to look outward. I'm not thinking.
It was just on about you having a new date tonight.
You were, I got on just as you guys all decided to start saying, "Hey, we haven't seen him," and said a couple of nice things about me. And I don't know if you saw my note on the YouTube side, but I had a birthday celebration. My sister cooked fajitas for me, and my brother lives up in Gainesville, and he came into town. So
Genuine Mexican fajitas.
genuine, yeah.
Cypher, that's all right.
Say
I
what?
don't mean to be nosy, but you said it was your ex-wife. So what's
Yeah.
happened? I mean, you know what I mean? I'd imagine you though. I get vibes from you. You might be married for a long time, you know, and like.
We went over that in past shows. We won't talk about of such things anymore.
But it's the vibes I get from you there, say. That's all I was saying. I don't know anything about your ex-wife. It's just vibes I get, you know, from you.
No, yeah,
And I would
but
say that you were together for a long time, and I was just
The
wondering
whole story with Cypher is that he
how
actually
you
turned his
split
wife.
up, you know.
He turned his wife into a cat, and that's why his cat's always behind him all the time.
All right. Okay, then. Let's forget about that one.
also, unless someone brings it up, we don't bring it up before them. Usually.
I think Cypher knows where I'm coming from. I get a good vibe from him, you know.
Oh, yeah, I try to
I knew
behave.
everything about him before I met him.
I you know, as long as you don't do creepy things with your knowledge about me, I'll be okay
I
with it.
didn't do that. It's just, you know, when you see a face and hear a voice, you
Yeah.
get vibes from that person, you know, because
Oh, yeah.
the blood like for
Jimmy.
I'm
I
not
think
going
I
to even
read
try to
people
pick
rather well.
his brain about how he knows all these things
Cup of
about.
Tea has asked, "Have you ever had a job?"
Have I had a job?
Yes.
Yes, since 1979. I had a job.
There we go.
But did you say that was the last time you had a job?
Yeah, it was the last time I had a job was when Margaret Thatcher was in Parliament, when she first came into Parliament in 1979, and she put all the 16-year-olds in our country, and she treated them like slaves, and she said, okay, then, everybody, we're going to take everybody off unemployment, all the 16 and 17, 18-year-olds, and we're going to turn them into slaves. It was in the Sun newspaper.
Is
And
somebody
she just
playing?
wanted,
Is somebody playing copyrighted
she
music?
just wanted the kids of benefit.
Smokesteve he's
So
got
she
the
did
Beastie
that.
Boys going.
But I think Margaret Thatcher was actually a strong leader. I think she was good, and she was underestimated in our country. She's really a strong woman.
Play it, Jimmy.
Yeah, she's really good.
Margaret Thatcher, who was a woman in your country? You didn't have a female prime minister since Margaret Thatcher.
By the way, listen, right? You guys,
Actually, we did. We had a really bad one called Theresa May.
Ah, fuck her.
Yep, listen, right? I want to say one thing. It's Stephen and Safer, right?
Anna, are
You
you
guys-
a humongous fan of your little Merkel? Merkel and you are buddies, right?
Oh, Angela Merkel. I hear that slut. I
I
can't
cannot say
stand her.
anything. Oh, be arrested.
Sorry, guys, but I can't stand Angela Merkel.
Angela Merkel needs to be treated like
She's a.
a victim of a Brazilian cartel, you know?
Well, I was going to say a bad word there, but I can't stand
You
Angela
already
Merkel.
did. You called a diplomatic.
I was
person.
going to say the word "C," but I don't like saying that word in front of Americans because Americans
I think they're
don't
short
like that
already.
C word. Even though the UK people use it all the time, but
Cunt?
Angela Merkel, no thank you.
Cunt?
I
Is that
cannot
called cunt?
stand that woman.
Yeah, some people say.
Fuck her. She's not German. She's a Jew.
See,
guilty.
oh, here we go.
She hates Germany.
I thought Germans had already apologized for this.
Angela Merkel has fucked Germany up.
I'm using that guitar.
Angela Merkel has fucked most of Europe up.
For some
She
think
is
that
a nasty human being.
Oh, Angela Merkel.
I
Yes.
hope so. Me, right? He's a piece of shit.
And I am glad that England has left the European.
She's not as bad as
Thing.
Michelle Barnier.
You left because you thought that you would rule the European Union.
Michelle
They can't be
Obama
only
was
one
quite a nice
country.
lady, by the way.
Not Obama, Barnier.
Oh, Bobby. Oh, that cunt as well.
Anna,
You know last year. Safer, listen, right?
Yes,
I don't mean to be rude, but I hear the French, I hear the fucking Germans, and they all can disappear.
Because you hate Germans because why?
I'm not going to say it, but you are. I know why you're going to say it for.
What?
I
I'm
say
sorry,
it's because
Listen there, right? No,
German-
right?
What
Germans-
sorcery is this?
Jimmy,
What's the German?
Stuttgart, listen, right? One thing you couldn't get
Germans
over-
aren't Nazis.
Yeah, exactly. One
No,
thing
no.
you're going to
They're
get
not
over
Nazis.
is the past.
What is Britain? Britain
The
has
German
500
people are nice
slave trade.
people.
What about
People
it?
in England and Germany think about the past. They don't think about what is now. The German people are nice.
Yes.
It's the people who have the democracy in your country make your country shit.
There's no democracy.
Dang it.
It's just
And France, because France is stupid as well.
France. Fuck them.
The French people are
Invade
just
them one day.
foggy. Yeah,
Total nutter. Stop it with that.
they're France.
No.
Anyway, there, everybody, I'm just a world leader. I'm the economy guy.
You know, there's a really good news on YouTube. There's this channel called One Man Wolfpack, and I was watching, and one of his the like 8-hour long videos, and one of the videos was all of the like 88 of the largest cities or 70 something of the largest cities in the world drone footage, and it's all set to really nice ambient music and some
Oh, I love that. I
musical
love that
vocals.
thing.
Yeah, one man Wolfpack is the name of it on YouTube channel, and
It's drone can actually do really good footage.
Really?
And
Yeah,
I know what you mean, Saber, because I've seen
Very
them
nice.
videos as well.
yeah. So I like
The
that.
ambient music, yeah, really nice.
I've got right now. Well, I turned the TV up because it was. I think it was sucking up bandwidth, but I've got one now that's like an 8-hour long Caribbean islands. That's all
Brilliant.
instrumental music, and I think
Saber, these drones you got these days with the cameras on, man, they're
What?
brilliant. Honestly,
the drugs and the
Footage.
cameras. What?
no, the drones.
I said drones.
Drones. I'm sorry.
And the footage you won't get from them.
It's his accent.
Now, if you're talking drugs, I can talk some neurological drugs now.
Nah.
We're talking drones. Okay.
I've tried that in the 80s there, Saber, you know what I mean? The drugs and all that. Nah. Didn't work with me. I'm drug free. I like alcohol.
Sounds like that. Yes.
Anna, you
It's
still
very hard to
drinking?
understand.
Are you
It's
still
very
drinking? You still having a rum, straight rum, neat, no ice? That's rum. What is that? A pickle jar or something? What the hell is that?
That's the back. It's the back of the rum.
I wanted to see the glass.
Oh, Captain Morgan.
That's the 35.
Captain
Okay,
Morgan.
good. You got a mixer.
Oh
right?
my god, that's terrible, Anna.
I know. Sorry. 10 euros.
Yes, controller, Saber.
I'd say give me your address. I'll send you a glass over, but it'll cost a
You can come to
fortune.
me, buy me some alcohol. I'm ready. I invite you to whatever else, but come and buy some.
I haven't even got a passport, so I couldn't come over.
What? You don't have a
Hey,
passport?
me as well, biscuit. I'm going to pass
I
it.
don't have one. I don't have one
Why not?
because there's so much of this great country to explore first before I go to Europe.
Your country is sorry. It's a rainy piece of whatever.
It might be, but Scotland is absolutely beautiful, and I'd rather go visit that than Europe.
Oh come on, Germany is great. You will
It
stay
might be,
here
but-
and pray for citizenship once you
It
come.
might be great, but
Promise.
there's a lot of great countryside that I can, and mountains and forests and things I can explore in the UK. So I don't want to spend.
Mountains in the UK? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
we've got Ben Nevis, we've got Mount Snowdon,
What?
Ben Nevis, and Mount Snowdon.
I thought it was a flat piece of whatever.
No, they're the tallest mountains in Europe.
Okay, I take it back. I'm sorry. I don't know enough about it.
The only ones that are higher are obviously K2 and what's the other one? Everest.
But now you're a bit, yeah, you're a bit
Hey,
higher.
I'm picked a fight with nobody. The most placid person. Come on, man. Jesus Christ.
How high are your mountains?
I'll have a look. One second. I'll let you know. Just one sec.
Okay. I don't
Nevis-
remember learning.
Ben Nevis is our highest mountain.
Okay.
Okay.
2,000 meters? I don't think so.
It's 1,345 meters.
I told you it's not a mountain. For us, it is a hill. I'm sorry. We have the Alps, you know.
And
Like
Mount,
real 2,200, 1,300 meters.
England has the Lakes region, which is just wonderful.
Mount
And
Snowdon height
the
is,
Lakes region is
and
incredible.
Mount Snowdon height is 1,085
Of
meters.
course, Germany has
Okay.
the Alps, of course.
They're our highest.
Of course, and Mont Blanc and France, though. Fuck France.
I climbed Ben Nevis. What was it? 2016, I think it was, on Christmas
Really?
Day.
So high? This high? Really?
Hmm?
Okay. Okay, then I don't know. I skipped my geography classes, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
by the
we
way,
learned
that's
England is
safer.
flat.
Yeah.
Green.
When you talk to people in Germany, that is like, is not a person you want to listen to if you want to know German history and all that what went on, you know what I mean?
No.
Don't
But
trust
she is
it.
okay though. I'm not saying that like
What?
she's a degenerate, but it is like sort of more people who are like more intelligent.
I'm very intelligent. I know 5 languages.
Yeah, right, okay then.
How many do you speak?
Yeah, Mitch McCool,
One? English?
Mitch McCool, Dankeschön. Yeah? You want to play that?
One English.
Jakob Smith. Jakob.
The highest peak in the Alps is 4,000
Which
meters.
reminds me of the movie Inglorious
Yes.
Bastards.
Mont Blanc.
Yeah, exactly.
That's correct.
Thank you, Safer.
Well,
Jimmy, you don't know Australia.
neutral observationist here.
You're extremely intelligent.
Yeah,
Yes.
by the way, there, Mr. Stuttgart, my name is James. You best relax. Yeah.
Yes.
Sugar mommy. Sugar mommy.
70 years ago, you know what we would do? Just bomb your
Yeah,
ass.
you good, Johnny Boo. Yeah, thumbs up, my friend. Get
Yeah.
some like Captain Morgan's down you,
Try to
baby.
pay us some damages. We own you.
Isn't it funny there, Saber, how you Americans don't even know what's going on in your country behind your back? And that's what the English can say towards you Americans. You don't even know what's going on behind your back. You're a million miles away from the truth. You know.
Go ahead and tell us the truth, Jimmy.
Sure, really. But if I tell you
Really?
the truth, if I tell you the truth, you won't believe me. And a million sunbears. And by the way, the truth, what I will tell you is not a conspiracy. It's being researched by one person who was actually from Denmark. I can get a video as well. and
Before you
show
carry on, Jimmy,
Not Denmark.
It's
Fuck
all
off.
this-
It's
all
Denmark.
this- all
before
this
you carry
thing-
on, Jimmy, if it's being researched by one person, it is a conspiracy.
This has been researched properly.
By one person.
Because
So
you're
it
gonna
wasn't-
do
It was
like a
corroborated
documentary.
by somebody else.
If you're going to make a documentary, you have to research everything. And you
Okay.
have to make sure that everything in that documentary is a truth and it comes out right. And this is why this lady researched all the information before she made the documentary. But I'm not going to tell you guys yet because I have to go to the toilet.
All right.
That's an
But
exciting.
I'm just rolling a cigarette first.
Yes. It's a good place to contemplate.
You guys in
Yeah,
America will be
Mhm.
really, really
Come up with
and
more, Jim,
intrigued of what I've got to say.
after the toilet.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Why is my video not right? It's like in a loop.
Why do you have these disco lights on? Can you explain why you have these
It's
disco
the
lights
hamsters. It's the hamsters, man.
It's the hamsters, yeah.
Yeah.
on? Hamsters. Disco lights?
We've been joking about hamsters, the inner workings of the inner tubes in the
Alright.
hamsters.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because I'm watching the video feed on YouTube like an idiot. That's better.
We've told you about that, young man.
I was researching the peaks of mountains, and then I clicked on the YouTube stream instead of the StreamYard stream. What a ding!
Well, you can see. I don't know how to see the number of people viewing the stream on the StreamYard.
You can't. You have to go on the YouTube. You have to go onto the YouTube.
You have to go on,
the YouTube window, and it's just under there.
Still in the mid-20s, or is it higher now?
23.
Yeah, that's about how it's been.
It's really funny how people from the UK think that Germany is somehow weaker than UK. You know, we are 100 times stronger than you.
No, you're not 100 times. Listen, Anna. I will concede that Germany has a stronger not currency, but a stronger not revenue. Like your financial system is stronger than ours at the moment. You have more money than we do. But it's not by orders of magnitude. It's like 30% more than we have.
I'll be right back.
You've only got about 30% more finance than UK has. But you're also a much bigger country.
Yes, 88 millions. Of them, maybe 70 millions are Germans. So, anyway.
Uh-huh.
But we're a strong country. Yes.
You're also further ahead in a second COVID spike as well, aren't you?
I don't believe in that shit, but if who believes, maybe.
I'm talking about what your news are reporting.
My job will not be concerned. My job is a state job. I don't care.
Uh-huh. You don't care.
But the others, it might hurt them, yes.
Yeah.
This COVID shit is planned. It also concerns you. Because it's in all of Europe.
It is.
Yes.
It's everywhere. And also, have you seen what they're doing in Africa?
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, I don't like Africans, but anyway, I mean,
the US and the UK are using North. I think it's just main Africa, like all of Africa. They're using those as test guinea pigs for the vaccine.
Unfortunately, yes. Mm-hmm.
But I think that's only because the virus is so prevalent there that they'd have a better chance of seeing if it works there.
True. We should do it actually here because the
thing is, if we do it here, there's not enough cases of the virus, and it's not being spread quickly enough to see if it's effective.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you use it where it's going to be more effective, and see if it's actually working.
Well, if it was up to me, I would not do it, but still, they don't ask me. Right?
I think we had to make a deal with Africa that they would get a big share of the first batch.
Mm-hmm. As I said, I don't like them, but they're still human beings. So
of course they are.
Talk to them, not just anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't agree the fact that they're being used as guinea pigs, but if that's where the virus is most at the moment, then maybe that's where it's got to be.
Yeah, well, otherwise I would do it in Eastern Europe. So for once, it's not in Eastern Europe. For once, it's
Remind me, would Germany be part of Eastern Europe?
Look, I'm half German, half Bulgarian, so I am.
I'm on about because Germany's. I'm not very good with. Is it west? So what's further east, like Poland and things like that, and Latvia?
Germany, Poland, Ukraine, and Russia. They're all neighboring countries.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, western. So eastern would be like France and Ireland.
No. This is Germany. The west is France. The east is Poland.
Oh, east is that way. Yeah, got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The southeast is Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, Slovakia.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've had one too many cans. My mental acuity is not working very well.
Don't worry, I also don't know about. If you ask me about England, also can tell you whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in England a few times, but I don't remember anything.
Okay.
There's not much reason to come to England. It's a bit of a shithole.
The reason was I have a friend.
Oh,
not
Scotland.
Great.
Scotland. I like Scotland and Wales, but I don't. Maybe it's because I've lived here that long.
I don't know.
It's just boring.
England's great.
There is one town in the entire of England that I'd like to move to.
Smokesteve, you ever? Oh, which town is it? And then I'll ask Smokesteve a question.
That's Cornwall. It's
Cornwall.
right on the. It's the furthest southern tip of England that you can get to, and the sea is actually crystal clear. Everywhere else.
Next to Cucumber Tip.
Cucumber Tip.
Yeah, Cornwall.
Do you know if you look at
stupid joke, stupid.
Can you visualize a British map?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know like you've got the Scotland up here, and then you've got like the flat bit at the bottom, and then there's the bit that pokes down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cornwall's on the very tip of that, the most southerly point.
I was going to ask you, Smokesteve, have you been overseas?
No.
I think I asked you before, and you said yes, but I've forgotten.
No, Mexico,
And not
Canada,
Brighton.
but no place technically overseas.
Like a tourist spot, right?
What?
And not
Tourist
Brighton. City of Brighton.
Brighton.
But it's a tourist place. It's not what you mean, I guess.
Me or Biscuit?
I talk about biscuit vapes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what was that?
I know Brighton. This place.
All right. Yeah. That's very touristy.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not what you meant. I guess.
No, I mean like central England, where I live in Britain, in Doncaster. It's just like town. It's a town. It's boring. There's nothing here.
No,
We've
I
got-
know them at school. Just for I don't know what. Don't
Yeah.
ask me. Learning English or whatever.
I think maybe like the lakes we've got are really nice. I've been down there camping and things like that, but there's just not enough forest. I like forest and wooded areas.
We were like assaulted in a train by some transgender Indian person. It was like 15 years ago. I will never forget that. He spitted us and attacked us, and he was a mixed race, whatever. Mongrel, whatever, yeah.
I am mixed race. I am quarter Polish.
Yeah, I mean Indian. Yeah, like colored. Different.
Oh,
yeah.
all right, okay.
I'm also half Bulgarian, half German, so it's okay. They talk about other races like colors.
That's another YouTube channel that Graham was talking about 3-4 weeks ago. Was Kit Bogan and the Indian scam artist, and how Kit Bogan would
Indian
bait-
scam
bait-
artist. I like
yeah,
that.
he would bait them. He
Yeah,
had
I've watched a few of them since then.
he had a,
Indian scam artist.
yeah, he has a voice alteration machines that makes him sound like a little old lady. So the scam artists think they're getting over on a little old lady, and it's this tech guru, you know.
It's really,
IT guru.
it's so funny when he's like he's in the what they called
The wig.
Target store getting Amazon gift cards.
Right. He's
And he's like, oh, manager, can I've been asked to get these from this guy on the phone. Can you talk to me? Like, no, don't go on the phone to the manager, no.
right. And then he remixes them and puts them to music, you know. Oh no, you can't do dollar. Oh no, you can't do dollar. It's hilarious stuff. Kit Bogan, and that's one word. Kit Bogan, and that's a Graham recommendation. Yep, a lot of fun. My recommendation is One Man Wolfpack, and Graham's is Kit Bogan. What's your recommendation for a good YouTube channel, Jimmy?
I don't know. Maybe what I'm going to say next would be a good recommendation, but I wouldn't recommend anything really, because if you can give people a vibe And if you got charisma and likability, that's all you need, really.
If you want a good laugh,
wow.
I recommend Fight the Flat Earth. FTFE.
But safer, saying, getting beyond that anyway.
What?
I'm going to put something after what I'm going to say, right?
Okay.
And maybe you can watch the video all the way through. It's 2 hours and 58 minutes.
Yeah.
And it is a good watch. It starts off slow,
Yeah.
but when the video gets towards the end, you'll know exactly what Donald Trump is doing.
What the fuck?
Whether you will
Can he
believe
sport?
it or not, that's up to you. Yeah. Because no, shut up, Germany. It's safer.
It's time for Tinfoil Saturday with Jimmy Rizzo.
Safe and Steve actually live in a great country.
It's those other guys making that
the
sound.
United States of America.
I got
Yeah.
a lot
I know
of German
dumbasses live in Europe.
You are entering the twilight zone.
Yeah, but then again, Mr. Safer, I can say to you, England used to rule 3/4 of the earth.
Even England's shoes are cruel.
Yes, that's right, Mr. Safer. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm mighty fearful of these things.
By the way, there, Stephen, down another can of beer, son. And
Why
give you those
do
peanuts.
Son?
people care about
Well, you're
Trump so
taking
much?
mighty big liberties with people's dignity there, sir.
Why do you care
Yeah,
about
I reckon Stephen's old enough to be my son because my eldest son is 37 there, Mr. Saper.
Jimmy, why do you care about Trump? You're British. It's not
Why do I
necessary.
care about Donald Trump? Because
I don't
Donald
care
Trump.
See?
No.
They
Right,
occupied Germany
okay,
for 70
politics.
years. With your fucking
Anna, what you don't get is the fact that
Donald Trump.
whoever Americans elect, we've got to deal with and make a deal with.
I know. They occupy
Listen,
my country
right?
75 years. I know that.
We've already got an amazing deal with Japan. Now we've got to buy America.
Safer and Stephen, right? After
Jimmy.
I say
Jimmy.
what I'm.
You like that, huh?
Mr. Safer. After
Jimmy.
what I have to say.
Jimmy. Sapphire, I'm going to say.
Yeah, like that one. Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Right, Safer, right?
I think,
After what
I think
I'm going
he
to
is a
say.
flirt.
Oh, come on, Safer. Come on, you poor little moon man. And then he
messing with my man now.
Yeah, he's going to get the moon in a minute. Yeah, blast up, Houston. Let's go to Mars. Fuck the moon.
You've got to prove the technology first, Jimmy,
Right, we gotta laugh.
by going somewhere where you can be rescued.
Listen, the world has the technology to go to the moon. You just got to get the coordinates right to get there.
Get
The
the will
timing
together.
and all that.
They
technology
have the technology to get to the moon. However, they didn't have the technology to get to the moon safely and stay there. There's a big difference between going to the moon. There's a big difference between going to the moon for 24 hours and going to Mars for 6 months.
Listen, the moon is just up the road. You know what I mean? It's an easy
The moon is a lot further than you think.
It's just up the road. It's very easy to get there. Even the Japanese are doing it now. You know what I mean? So the moon is...
The Japanese are launching metal rocks at the moon.
No, listen, right? But the moon would be a good platform for human beings to launch from to go to other planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is why I think we need to go back to the moon.
We are going back to the moon. It's called Artemis. Project Artemis.
Anyway, they're safer. I'm going to come out with not a conspiracy theory, but the truth. And after I tell you guys this...
I'm sorry, but all conspiracy theorists think that what they're saying are the truth.
No. This is not conspiracy. after I tell you guys something, you have to watch the documentary where I'm going to post in private chat.
I'll
Or
tell you right
maybe
now whether it's bollocks or not.
Only
Or maybe
guys.
watch the last half hour.
I don't.
This is being researched by a lady in Denmark, I think, or Holland. I think it was Denmark.
Are you?
And it certainly wasn't Germany.
Whatever. I'm in Germany. Yes.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't there.
Not mad.
Oh, my old friend.
Come on, Jimmy, get it blurted out. What's this?
Get it off your chest and once and for all.
Oh, no.
we'll
No,
get
no.
past it.
I want these two Americans to sort of try to get it out of me. You know what I mean?
Not interested enough to.
No, Jimmy, you literally have like 45 seconds and then you're gonzo guy. Let's fucking get this
Right.
shit going, dude.
Right, okay then, right? And then I'm going to push a link in private chat. But listen, the link is 3 hours long. And this is all being researched. So you've got to watch it.
So is the flat Earth, but they're also wrong.
It's Sunday tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow. Oh, the flat Earth. Fuck all that shit. That's stupid. I mean, come on, man. Do we live on a flat Earth? I mean, fuck off.
If you don't eat your meat, how can you have your pudding? If you don't eat your pudding, how can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Shut up, Mr. Safer. Anyway, there, guys, are you going to listen to
Steve,
a
that's
sort of
Floyd,
rational
You do know
human
that, right?
being? By the way, there, Safer, right? You
Yes.
won't get the gist
That
of
is
the
indeed
story. You won't get the gist of the story unless you watch the documentary.
Okay.
And I'm not promoting myself, I'm promoting someone else.
Okay.
Right, okay, there, Safer, right?
Yeah.
Right. Let's return back to the 60s. JFK. He would have made actually brilliant president. But unfortunately, some fuckers came along and murdered him. Whether that would be a conspiracy, I really don't know. But it really could have been shot in real life. Well, let's forget about that. Right? Okay, then. Let's go to JFK's son.
Okay.
And before he died on that airplane, right? Before the airplane went down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, listen to this. Who was JFK Jr.'s good friend?
Jimmy Rizzo.
President Trump. It's not coincidence.
Oh, same.
And by the way, you guys in America haven't got no clue.
You're not going there without and getting away.
No.
And my asshole.
Listen
You
to
know,
what I'm saying now.
Fuck off. You
When
know,
JFK
just do it.
drinks
Do it for
water,
your own good health. Fuck off with that shit.
when
Forget
JFK
about it.
drinks
Forget about
water,
it.
what brand of water does he
You
drink?
know, banish it from your
Live
head.
reading the news.
Banish it from your head to pretend you know what you're talking about.
I know that you are not a
Jimmy, Jimmy, go get the tinfoil out your cupboard, wrap it around your head, and I'm done with it.
I have posted that link deliberately.
I'm not saying
private
my
chat.
curse words in a
Hey,
happy way. I'm not that mad.
For you to watch.
That works
Okay.
with your kids, but not with
And that's
other
why you're
adults.
an American. That's why you're an American, because you don't understand. Americans robbed their country from the Native Americans, the Native Indians. Come on, Saber, let's talk the truth.
Jimmy, if
Saber, did you not? Did you not rape and pillage?
where would
Native
America be
Americans?
today if they didn't? It'd
You
still be
call
an
your
arid
country
land
the United
with
States
no
of America?
technology. There'd be no NASA, and we wouldn't have some
Listen,
American.
if it wasn't for a German rocket test from
What,
Germany, America would have
I'm sorry, but we're not. They didn't test.
on high.
They didn't
From
test
Germany.
They tested
Give NASA
Yeah.
ballistic
the
missiles.
science to make rockets.
taken my
And he was
run
a
at you.
German.
You're
And that's the truth. No,
Steve.
that's not conspiracy. That isn't.
All right, Jimmy, I really appreciate you being here.
Steven,
And,
before
my
you
friend,
get rid of
please
me,
come back next week. And
I love
really
you.
appreciate you. I'm sorry. The guy was
Okay.
cool, and I want to have him back, but Jimmy is best in measured doses. Jimmy's
I
terrible.
agree, Steve. I agree.
He
Yeah, yeah.
thinks that Germany has no ballistic missiles. Yeah,
Well,
also
it's-
shit. Yeah,
I mean,
we have it.
Yeah.
We have it.
It's
And those
He
are
needs
not
to get
open-handed
he
conspiracy
needs to get
theories
his
that we're gonna
tinfoil
go-
hat back
and
on.
fuck them up.
I mean, and he is pretty cool in doses. But yeah, he
Yeah,
was
I'm
getting
not
ready to
saying.
go into some really weird
Fuck Britain one
conspiracy
day.
stuff that was slanderous and not really something that would last.
Right.
It might even dump.
We
the
generally don't talk at each other. We talk to each other, and with him,
Yes, I know. He
It's
started with Germany, blah, blah, shit.
whole, right.
When he's
Yeah.
on, you find yourself having to shout over him.
yeah, that's not what we're trying to do here. This isn't
No.
like a.
I have
It's,
to,
suppo-
because
Yeah.
he sounds my
He's all
country.
right.
I have to.
He's all right.
it's supposed to be a civilized conversation
There's a
between
heck of a
people.
lot of worse people out there.
Civilized as long as someone
like-
takes my
like
country.
Jimmy.
No, he's.
And-
I want him back, but I just don't want him to think I'm busting his balls to say
Right.
he can't.
Right.
He's welcome. He's welcome. It's all good.
As I said, I'm civilized as long as no one takes my country. When someone takes Germany, it's whatever.
Right.
Yeah?
That's
In real
cool.
life, he gets like,
I would feel
Germany today is a good country. Back in the 1940s, it was not.
why not? For us, it was great.
Because it only because it was ruled by Nazis.
Here we go.
Why do you think? Why do you think?
Okay.
moment.
I'm not. I'm not.
gonna have to start doing the eyes.
One moment. What
I
the
am not.
Nazis?
I am not dissing German people.
National Socialists were for our people. Yes, I admit we were not good to other people. But
I admit the UK, even the UK had its time. We took over many countries like India. And
yes, you were the colonial system. 500 years of slavery.
we had
Well,
a big
everybody-
empire.
I will be your laugh moderator for the evening. You'll go now, Biscuit Babes, and then you will go on. You will take your turns.
What
That's
about
what you,
the faggot voice?
I am your laugh moderator. You must go when I tell you to go. Now, Biscuit, your turn. You go.
I'm sorry, but I don't take advice from Japanese. Oh wait! We've just made a huge deal with the Japan. I better be nice to them.
I am the laugh moderator for the evening as Smokesteve.
Oh God! I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah. Us old people that are starting to head into dementia land have got to get our laugh somehow,
It's fine.
Yeah.
Wow, what's that thing? What the hell is that? That's like the world's skinniest cigarette. Look at that thing.
Yes, the Bulgarian one.
I smoked them for
It's
a while.
a Bulgarian Virginia Slim.
Yeah, how many do you get in that
101 millimeters
package?
long.
How many do you get in there, and how many?
20. It costs €1.50. So I
All
bought
right.
like
Wow,
€1.50?
Like-
That's not a lot.
that's
Is it?
bargain. No,
What's the exchange rate on a euro versus a dollar? I don't even know.
it's very similar to the dollar. It's not much different.
It's probably $2.
Bulgarian money is
Yeah.
meaningless. It doesn't matter.
Well, that is inexpensive because hell, over here and what are they now running? Pack of cigarettes in U.S. is like what, $6 to $8? It's a lot.
It
It's 11.
may
It's 11.
be-
I mean, I've lost
it may be
track.
cheaper,
It's been
but
over
the-
20 years since I smoked, so I'm,
You are getting a
luckily for
much
me.
you are getting much less tobacco, but even if you doubled the pack price, the double amount of packs, you're still getting a
Yeah.
bargain at
and
€3.
it lets you do your dose control a lot better too.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm not being humorous about it. I'm serious. That's part of the whole habit pattern. Hell, I have to play when I do decide to play games with alcohol. I try to moderate.
That's a cool Camel ashtray.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, look at this shit right here, man. Look
We
at that.
got her laughing now. 20 smokes and Austin. 35? What?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
Holy bejesus.
yeah, that's real, man. They fucking tax is huge over there. It's crazy.
They've banned nicotine, haven't they, in Australia as well?
Okay.
Well,
In,
no,
you know, in vapes, they've banned nicotine. You have to be sneaky.
Oh, that's weird.
But Americans have gone totally the other way and they've banned flavors.
Yeah, well, the only thing you can buy now is e-juice, the pure vape liquid that you like, right?
Yeah.
That's all you can get here.
Yeah.
No more Juuls or any of that.
What gets me is that Cuomo, he came out with an awful statement. He says, "Is vaping safer than smoking?" Technically, yes, but so what? I'm like, you fucking what?
Oh, Cuomo's.
Yeah, he said, so what?
The older Cuomo is like Sonny from the Corleones, and the younger one is Fredo.
The thing is, at the beginning of the COVID, you know, when they had the lockdown in, is it New York, Cuomo?
Yeah, he sent everybody to the nursing homes.
Yeah, but when lockdown happened, he used the lockdown to put a ban in for flavors.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. I watch a guy called Grim Green, and he's in California, and he does advocacy and things for vaping. That's where I got all the information from America.
Oh, there's all kinds of overreaches going on relative to COVID. It's weird stuff going on in administrator land. Government administrator land is just filled with, I don't know what you'd call them without being obscene about it, but they're overreaching just constantly with their.
But you guys are going through
statutes.
Is it PMTAs or something? People have got to file PMTAs with FDA to approve the whatever devices and that with vape.
I don't know.
It's a
you don't vape either, do you?
It's called pre-market.
Yeah, neither Smokesteve or I smoke.
I smoke.
No, I smoke. Yeah, weed, but not vaping or cigarettes. No tobacco. Right.
No, fuck that shit.
It stands for pre-market tax.
Capillary shrinkers. What?
They call it pre-market tax, and they've got to pay a fortune to get the applications in. And if you change one small thing of either your e-liquid or your devices, you've got to file another application, which is like 100,000 for each application.
Oh, that's
100
so
grand.
basically,
Jesus.
basically what they're doing is making it so only tobacco companies can afford it.
Right.
That's nuts, man.
Yep.
What is Total Nutter says here? I used to smoke 12.5 grams of Old Holborn every day.
That's not like Bugler, is it? Total Nutter Butter? Probably like Bugler. So you wrap your own. Roll your own.
Old Holborn is very coarse. It's almost like pipe tobacco, but not quite as thick.
Yeah.
Strong.
Swisher Sweets over here in the U.S. I don't know if you have Swisher Sweets over there in the U.K., but that's another one.
I never saw it.
Real cheap, mini cigar. And they're sweet, but if you inhale them, they're horrible. But if you just use them like a cigar and don't inhale,
the popular cigars over here are Hamlets.
Yeah, but Cypher, those Swiffer Sweets or whatever are at least 60% of them are used to hollow out and then fill with weed.
Make into blunt.
Classic blunt.
We used to get like long paper cones that you could buy from like the tobacconist, and like this long, and you just fill it with marijuana.
Right. Yeah, like 15 years ago, you had to buy the Swisher Sweet, throw away the tobacco, and gingerly save the wrap, and then you could.
So you just like do that with the paper.
That's one method.
And sprinkle all stuff out.
Sprinkling it into it, and you grab it, pinch it, and shake it to pack it down, and you do that like 50 times.
That's a funny word when you tried to say pinch and shake at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, when I did smoke marijuana for a little while, and I used to make like a L shape with just ordinary Rizla papers.
Yeah.
An L-shaped joint.
Well, not an L-shaped joint, but you get your first Rizzler, and then you use the gummy on the other Rizzler to stick it into an L shape. So you got like a longer, fatter end on one end.
You can smoke it and hide around the corner.
It was like 1.5 lengths of a normal cigarette Rizzler.
Yeah, Rizzler I heard of. Over here we had Bugler. That was another cheap one, or Bugle.
Oh, okay. Do you have zigzags over there?
Oh yeah, zigzags.
Rolling papers,
Yeah.
I like the bright orange pack. I think they're 1 1/4. That's a good size to roll.
I used to get the green zigzags.
We don't have that here, but the guy, a Mexican-American buddy of mine, told me, dude, if you're rolling a joint, you don't want a blanket. You just want to wrap. You don't want to fucking cover the whole thing. You just want the size enough to roll the joint. You don't want.
So you've got just enough so you've got an overlap, so there's no gap.
Right, and you don't want like extra paper because that takes away from the enjoyment of the smoke. Paper.
I guess that was possibly the problem with the Rizzler, because you did get like a half over wrap of paper.
Yeah, you want it to be tight, just barely enough to get the glue to stick. So it's, that's a nice smooth smoke.
They did sell extra thin. They did sell extra thin papers as well. That was less paper.
Yeah, could be. You never know, though.
Smooth, less paper.
Well, that's 246, fellas. What do you think, and lady? I think we're getting to the zone.
I've had 4 cans, and I finished drinking about half an hour ago because
I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm sleepy.
I've got to get up. I've got to get up early to get my daughter ready to pack her off to my dad. He's taking her on a bike ride tomorrow.
Yeah,
nice.
That's good.
Oh,
Anna, what are you going to drink? Some more rum and hang out for a while?
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind staying on as long as anyone else wants to stay on. So
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're right.
I'm drinking slow. I could finish this drink. Or Steve, if you're getting tired, if you got to read your daughter a bedtime story,
I don't. So I mean, okay. What are you drinking, George? Cypher.
It's vodka and that Crystal Light, watermelon, strawberry Crystal Light that I like.
What kind of Crystal?
What?
It's called Crystal Light. It's
Crystal Light. It's a calorie free diet drink, and the watermelon strawberry tastes very, very good.
The combination of words.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just the vodka is sort of just potato liquor, so it doesn't have much taste one way or the other.
Brady. Thank you, buddy.
I found out that Guinness is actually very good for your heart as well.
Ooh, Ed, somebody left.
Yeah, he's back at home, my buddy Brady. So he's
Brady. Yeah.
He traveled his distance. He's back home. He got back on the show, so that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Do you know how they say that red wine's really good for you?
Yeah, cool, Brady.
Yeah, I mean UB40. Remember, red wine, red wine.
Well, Guinness has the same antioxidants in it as well.
No kidding, huh?
So it's really good for your heart. So drink a can of Guinness a day or two, and it's good for your heart. It also one pint of Guinness also contains the same amount of calcium as a pint of skim milk.
I mean, I could keep like 10 Guinness in the fridge and say have one a day, however 10. Why not?
Health better.
Yeah. That's right. Well, I've started drinking just 1 can a day, and then I have a few more on Saturday nights.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I mean, I drink a bunch of Bud Lights every day, but not like too many. Unless
I mean, I've only had 4 tonight, and I have like 1 a night when I'm not with anyone else. Are you tired, Cypher?
Yeah, I am. I got about 3 hours of sleep last night and haven't slept all day, so it's getting there slowly but surely.
I had about 1 hour sleep last night, but then I slept all day, so...
I slept like a motherfucking baby last night.
Usually I get good naps throughout the day because I've got a pretty strong muscle relaxer that will put me to sleep. if I'm sleep deprived. But today I was at my sister's house from 9:30 in the morning.
You had things to do.
Yeah, had family to have fun with, and so that's what I did. We started laughing our asses off at Key and Peele, the comedy duo, the black.
Yeah, those guys are funny as hell.
They are. They're just outrageous, and they're just brilliant with their sketch comedy. And
I think I might have asked this before, but has anyone heard of Randy Feltface? No. And he's basically he's a puppet, but he's like for adults. He's quite funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, and the conversation there, I suppose.
Yeah.
What's the puppet's last name? Randy.
Randy Feltface, because obviously he's made a felt. So
okay, is he a YouTube?
He's on YouTube.
Or?
Yeah. The what's
Take a look at him.
with? It does like a short story about him going to buy a bookshelf off a gum tree, and he goes to meet this guy, and it turns out that his wife's been cheating on him, and he ends up with him this guy trashing house, flooding it all out, and then they end up running off, and fucking bookshelf that he's just put on his trailer fucking flies out at trailer and smashes on road, and then he goes through this entire story telling you that it's a true story, and then and then at the end of it, he goes, "It was all made up. How's that make you feel?"
Right after he tears up somebody,
it's like a 45-minute sketch, and then he goes, "I made it all up."
That's like
fuck you, and his last words were "fuck you, Hemingway." That's the first draft.
The Keeping It Real series, the Chappelle show, Keeping It Real, and he did a lot of funny stuff too. What?
See you soon then. I go away now.
Oh, you're going, Anna. Okay, darling.
Right. Bye,
See you next Saturday.
Yes, you.
Bye, darling. Goodbye.
Take care.
All right. Anna's gone. I think that's it. I'm calling quits.
Yeah,
What do
no
you
worries.
guys?
Calling the show. Okay, sir.
Calling the show.
Gentlemen, take care. Everyone
It was a good show.
Chat.
Good night,
Everyone
sidebar
in the
men
chat,
and women.
We love you.
So long,
You guys
Alan.
are
So
great.
long, Total Nut
Good
Butter.
night, everybody.
Brady,
I couldn't. I couldn't keep
cup of tea.
attention.
You can never forget cup of tea.
Couldn't. I lost it
guys, overnight.
watching the chat, but I check in, and these guys are rocking it. The chat is great. These guys are the balls.
They are.
Cup
That's
of
true.
tea, Alan, Total Nutter, everybody. Anyways,
I try to involve the chat every week. So
yeah.
See ya.
All right. Yeah. Good night,
see you next week, guys.
Good night.
Bye bye.